Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita.
Happy Friday night. It is Friday night. We are in Studio J, Friday Night Live. This is a special live for our Friday night. We were live earlier at 3 o'clock, and we had the wonderful Howard Bloom, the author who just wrote the new Idaho 4 book that just came out this week, and it was a wonderful time. I was nervous for no reason. Hopefully, is my audio crystal clear? I want to make sure.
I want this to be crystal clear.
Crystal clear tonight. We're going to be talking about Uncle Taco. I didn't make up the name. Don't hold me to it.
Oh my God. God forbid.
If you guys haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. And right now I want to give a shout out to the Vault XL. The Vault XL is who had a chit chat with Uncle Taco today, which I didn't even believe. We're getting a bad thunderstorm. Can you hear it? It's like ASMR. It's raining and there's thunder. It's very, very relaxing, if you will. But anyways, I didn't believe Uncle Taco was a real thing. I know he called in to T-Revs, but you can't see people. And when I watched Queen today, she was like, you don't know who someone is until you see them. Like, anybody can be a profile. And she's exactly right. And that's why I don't put any stock into people who don't ever, if all you see is a cardboard cutout of their face. I need to look in your face. I need to see your face. I need to see your eyes. So she was questioning that. Let's all have margaritas and Coronas with lime. Cervezas for Friday night with Uncle Taco. Seems like an all right dude. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched the whole thing, but him and his wife live in Oklahoma. I'm going to give you a little background. They live in Oklahoma. They know Seth, but I think that they know Katie too, because he states that they met when Katie and Seth were living in Kingsland, Georgia, I believe it is. What's up, Northern Beans? Prepper, it's so good to see you. So, yes, he's in Oklahoma, but he's been a lot of different places. From what I can see, the guy's not squeaky clean. I mean, I'm not here to throw anybody's past out there, but he does have charges from, decades ago. Nothing I could see that was recent, or else I probably wouldn't even be talking about this person. But they were in Queen's chat, and he told his name, and his name is in the chat. It's Kenneth Clubine. He's not afraid to say where he's from. He said in the chat he's from west side of Tulsa. His wife is Smack Talker in the chat, and he's Kenneth Clubine. Clubine, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not Kenneth, I'm sorry. Thank you, Beans. Thank you, Beans. He says west side Tulsa. Cindy has been a member for a month. Thank you so much, Cindy, for sticking with us for a whole month. We love you, lady. Thank you. Right. Who doesn't have charges? You're having a zingy Michaela for this live? Zingy Michaela.
Bing bang.
Right. In her chat, I'm talking about in the Queen's. So I didn't get to listen to much of this. I did catch where he said he played what is it? World of Warcraft or whatever. or whatever, what Call of Duty Mobile, he kind of like, you know, reiterated that. Like he said he played Call of Duty Mobile with Seth and Sebastian 2.5 weeks before Sebastian went missing. And he says that they didn't talk all the time, maybe once a month then, but ever since Sebastian went missing, they talk daily. Daily. So we'll be listening, and we'll stop and pause and discuss.
There he goes.
So this is when he first joined. He came on a second ago, but he couldn't get his camera on, so he hopped off, then he came back on.
Go, Uncle Taco.
Hello.
Well, shut your mouth.
I'm trying not to speak a lot, man. My bad.
Well, you try not to speak a lot for what reason, baby?
I don't know. Sometimes I get tongue tied. I don't get to talk a lot. I'm an old.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, I understand a lot of men don't like talking. All right, Mr. Taco. Okay, Mr. Taco, you're going to have to explain yourself thoroughly. How you know these people, how long you've known them. Somebody wants to know, do you know Katie? How long you've known Katie, the boy child? And what I wanted to know is, I'm not here to grill you because I don't really like getting into all this, he said, she said type stuff, because in the end, some going to believe you, some ain't. I'm not here to argue about nothing. All I want to know is, what was your motive for going to T-Ref? That's what I want to know.
One thing, I have a fan who wants to say hello.
Okay. Well, okay. The dog don't look like he want to talk.
That's all she does is sit there and lays and stares at me. That's funny. She's hungry all the time.
It's a girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Well, hello.
That's my baby girl, Proxima.
Okay, hi.
Don't get up, Goofy. All right. Yeah. So the reason why I called T-Rev that night, because my friend Seth, he was.
So his friend Seth, but if you see here, there's someone on the bed. I guess they have like 6 grandchildren, but they're hanging with the dog there. And this is like a bedroom, and then they all 3 are hanging in this bedroom on this call.
I'm trying not to speak a lot, man. My bad.
Well, you try not to speak a lot for what reason, baby?
I don't know. Sometimes I get tongue tied. I don't get to talk a lot. I'm an old.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, I understand a lot of men don't like talking. All right, Mr. Taco. Okay, Mr. Taco, you're going to have to explain yourself thoroughly. How you know these people, how long you've known them. Somebody wants to know, do you know Katie? How long you've known Katie, the boy child?
Hi, Cher.
And what I wanted to know is, I'm not here to grill you because I don't really like getting into all this, he said, she said type stuff, because in the end, some going to believe you, some ain't. I'm not here to argue about nothing. All I want to know is, what was your motive for going to T-Ref? That's what I want to know.
One thing, I have a fan who wants to say hello.
Okay. Well, okay. The dog don't look like he want to talk.
That's all she does is sit there and lays and stares at me. That's funny. She's hungry all the time.
It's a girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Well, hello.
That's my baby girl, Proxima.
Okay, hi.
Don't get up, Goofy. All right. Yeah. So the reason why I called T-Rev that night, because my friend Seth, he was upset because the girl he was trying to.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to damn know. All I wanted to damn know is why you called me, because you knew.
Jump in there.
Yeah, because you knew, didn't you? You knew, didn't you, Taco? Bingo card.
Why people were being punked.
Heidi has
That's all.
just donated $20.
Break it down. You got the floor. I ain't got nothing else to say.
I just don't understand why,
Thank
if
you
someone's
for all
trying to
you
court
do,
somebody
Jay.
and you creep in on it, or the courting wasn't even needed because you were already involved, why play with people's hearts? Because right now, he don't need people playing with his heart. He needs companionship and
I see, I
friendship.
got to mod my own chat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So, can you tell us what Seth told you about Michaela and his relationship with her, or you cannot speak on that?
I'll be honest with you. Seth thought he had something going there.
Okay, thank you. That's what was told to me.
They went to
That's
South
what
Carolina together, right?
Okay, but that's what was told to me by someone, that he did like her and that he did think he was dating her. So now I have confirmation by a second person, which is you, that he thought he was dating her. So that's enough for me.
So confirmation on me, Seth, Katie, and Sebastian.
Georgia. Kingsland, Georgia.
Down there in St. Mary's, Georgia. Right
Okay.
next door to Kingsland, Georgia. We live in a trailer park.
Can you speak up? Can you turn your volume up just a little bit? I think my volume's a little bit low. Sorry.
My bad. Am I just mumbling too much? Is that better?
No. I just want to make sure the volume's up, because I've got mine turned up pretty loud on the computer. That's why I make sure everybody can hear you. Okay.
So the deal is I was a maintenance guy in a trailer park, and Seth was a tenant. And me and Seth ended up having numerous things that were related that we like to do. So we started talking like people do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every morning I rolled around the trailer park to check my trailer park. Everybody lined up to smoke. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest. Smoke pot.
Okay.
I mean, I drove by. Everybody wanted to smoke blunts. They handed me blunts. We smoked. We had fun. I mean.
Okay, and this is no secret. I mean, they smoked pot together, okay? So they were neighbors. This man, his name's Kenneth. He was a neighbor to Katie and Seth when Sebastian was a toddler. I don't know what you mean, Shell. So Seth likes Michaela? Yeah, Seth was basically in love with her. So he's confirming, though, that Seth really did think he had something going on. No, it is. I think it is pot, Florida baby. Because I saw his past charges. I think it was pot. But I can't guarantee that. But I'm just saying, I didn't see any other drug charges for this dude. And I'm not worried about nobody with pot. But yeah, he just confirmed that Seth really did think he had something going on. Then this guy calls into T-Revs and she just asked, what was the circumstance there? What made you call into T-Rev? Let me go back and play it again because he says, well, Seth had this girl or some shit. Okay, right here.
That night, because my friend Seth, he was upset because the girl he was trying to.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to damn know. All I wanted to damn know is why you called in, because you knew. Because you knew.
Jumped in there.
Yeah, because you knew, didn't you? You knew, didn't you, Taco? Bingo card.
Why people were being punks. That's all.
Thank you. Break it down. You got the floor. I ain't got nothing else to say.
I just don't understand why, if someone's trying to court somebody and you creep in on it, or if the courting wasn't even needed because you were already involved, why play with people's hearts? Because right now he don't need people playing with his heart. He needs companionship and friendship.
I see, I got to mod my own chat.
He needs companionship and friendship. He really doesn't need a girl when his son's missing. Thank you so much, Heidi, for your PayPal donation. Thank you so much. T-Rev's call-in, and thank you, Kels, for sending this. T-Rev took Uncle Taco's call a month ago. May 24th. May 24th was when T-Rev took a call from Uncle Taco. And Uncle Taco just said it's because Seth was trying to do something with this girl.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So can you tell us what Seth told you about Michaela and his relationship with her, or you cannot speak on that?
No, I'll be honest with you. Seth thought he had something going there.
Okay, thank you. That's what was told to me.
They went to South Carolina together, right?
Okay, but that's what was told to me by someone, that he did like her and that he did think he was dating her. So now I have confirmation by a second person, which is you, that he thought he was dating her. So that's enough for me.
So confirmation on me, Seth, Katie, and Sebastian.
Georgia. Kingsland, Georgia.
Down there in St. Mary's, Georgia. Right next door to Kingsland, Georgia. We live in a trailer park.
Can you speak up? Can you turn your volume up just a little bit? I think my volume's a little bit low. Sorry.
My bad. Am I just mumbling too much? Is that better?
No. I just want to make sure the volume's up because I've got mine turned up pretty loud on the computer. That's why I make sure everybody can hear you. Okay.
So the deal is I was a maintenance guy in a trailer park, and Seth was a tenant. And me and Seth ended up having numerous things that were related that we like to do. So we started talking like people do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every morning I rolled around the trailer park to check my trailer park. Everybody lined up to smoke. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest. Smoke pot.
Everybody lined up.
Everybody wanted to smoke blunts. They handed me blunts. We smoked. We had fun. I mean, it was a great trailer park.
Okay.
I guess you would call it a coffee club. We all had coffee together in the morning.
Okay.
But, the deal is that we all rode around. Everything was, I rode around as a maintenance guy. Everybody did their thing. We all said hello on my off time. Me and Seth were friends. My daughter watched Sebastian while he was 2.
Now, how was Sebastian when your daughter was watching him?
2.
2. Okay.
A wild hair. He was, being a maintenance man, he would help me under the sink and try to tinker with my head with wrenches and tap me and have fun. But I didn't care. It was my friend's kid. You know what I mean?
So how did you meet him again?
Being a maintenance man.
Maintenance man down in Georgia.
Yeah, I fix shit. My bad. I fix stuff.
Okay, so what was Seth doing for employment at that time?
I believe at that time he was it's working at Express Scripts.
As a what?
At Express Scripts.
What's that?
Caremark. It's a pharmacy.
Express Scripts? Wait. Okay, so this was the trailer park. Sebastian was 2. And they would all line up and smoke blunts in the morning time and have coffee. So it was like wake and bake in their trailer park. And then Seth was working at Express Scripts in Georgia. This is in Georgia.
PBM, mail order pharmacy.
Pharmacy benefit manager.
So look at CVS. That's Caremark. That's that company right there.
Okay.
They do military prescriptions.
Military prescriptions and mail order. Like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay. So you two became friends. Okay. 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 So you all have kept in contact all these years since the boy was 2. Yep. What do you know about his relationship with Katie? Can you speak on that, or you can't speak?
Man, no, that whole situation from the sidelines is being a friend. I don't have nothing to hide, you know?
Okay.
Again, Seth and Katie moved to California, right?
Okay.
Things happen. I guess this is when Chris Proudfoot showed up in the scene and swindled her off her feet.
Okay.
And then they had their little relationship. Seth and Katie ended up separating.
Yeah.
Seth was homeless.
Okay, yeah, he told us that.
And, you know, he worked his way up. You know, I'm proud of that guy. He worked his way up, got him a place, got his relationship back.
Because some comments have been very negative about him.
Worked our way up, and now we here. This is for real, you guys. If you're just joining, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. This is Sebastian Rogers' Uncle Taco that called into T-Rev's show. This is Sebastian Rogers' Uncle Taco that called into T-Rev's show. He's being completely upfront, you guys. His name is in the chat, first and last. He told where he lived. He panned around his whole room that has blackout shades. Yes. Well, they lived in a trailer in Georgia for a short time when she was in the military. I don't remember what years it was. I'd have to look.
Him that he's lazy, he didn't want to work. What do you have to say about that commentary?
He's a motivator. If the states didn't feel like he had the right to have the rights to his child, they wouldn't have given it to him.
Okay.
That's not me.
I'm letting you talk.
I believe he's a driver, and I believe he has to drive. You know, so a lot of people don't have that.
So did you know of him to keep a job continuously or not while being out?
I've known of him when he did have a job to hold that job. And he was very reliable to that job.
Okay. His relationship with his son, was he a good father? Did he take care of his child? Did he seem to care for his child?
And when they came to see us, he was the happiest kid in the world. That's not just because he's out in the world, because he loved it.
Yeah,
him and his dad has a relationship that a lot of families don't have.
Okay. So, no, you're fine.
Go ahead, my bad. I'm just going to.
So, you called T-Rev basically to see how T-Rev's going to react with you calling in?
Yeah, just to push up on him a little bit.
That's what I thought. I keep trying to tell people, Queen 53, I've been in the world. I ain't no dodo bird.
Hey, I'm 53.
April, Aries.
April 3rd.
Well, I'm Aquarius.
Woo, that's my wife.
February 6th.
That's crazy.
I tell people, Queen have been in the world. I said, Queen recognized game. I said, if this man is legit, he called to see how T-Rev was going to react to him calling in, because T-Rev danced around everything you said. That's what made me think that you were real, because he never responded to anything, such as you asked about going to dinner. He never responded. He talked about the drama. He's a part of the drama, but he refuses to accept responsibility that he's part of this bullshit that's playing out on YouTube.
We were just trying to light it up and try to.
And you lit it up, and I'm glad you called in, because he's a part of this shit and he don't want to own it.
No, not at all. He wants to start a fire and back out.
Exactly, but isn't that what a fire starter do? They want to watch their handiwork.
They want to sit back and admire their work.
Exactly.
Y'all, Uncle Taco's wife is right here in chat. Smack Talker. That is Michelle. This is Uncle Taco's wife. She said, if you have any questions, Uncle Taco is right here also. So you guys can chat away with Smack Talker. That is Uncle Taco's wife. Thank you for joining, Smack Talker. He does sound and look like Seth a little bit. I agree. Okay, here we go. I haven't listened to this yet, so I don't know what he's got to say. So let's hear it out, and then we'll discuss.
Exactly. Watch the flames go up, and ha ha, Like, look at me, I'm over here. I started the fire.
Right? Look at me, I
Exactly.
planted people to make people filter. You know what I'm saying? Make
Exactly.
people fall off, what's their focus and shit like that. You know?
Exactly. Let me ask you this. The last time you talked to Seth was when?
Yesterday.
How is he doing in your opinion?
Terrible.
Okay.
He's dying.
He's hurting. He's going, he's trying. Right now, he's got downtime because he's not working, right? They're not allowing him to work because of the short term and everything else is going on with his neck and everything else.
Oh, I see. Okay. So his health is declining?
Very much so. He's been out there. He's been pushing himself too hard. I've been trying to tell him to calm down. I've been trying to take his place, but I can't quit my work to go out there to help him.
I'm saying,
Lord, people will want me out there right now. I swear
bills
to God.
to pay. You got bills to pay. So
I got my family. I got my. You saw my dog and my wife. You know, I got things to take care of.
Wow.
Plus my 6 grandchildren. You know what I mean? It's
I heard you say
being
that.
a grandfather.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So Seth is not doing well mentally and physically.
But, wait. Mentally, I think he's sharpened to the T. That's the problem I have right now.
No, I mean like distraught because the child's missing is what I mean.
But putting him on focus. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gave me this distraught to put him on point. It takes pressure to make me get focused, to make me.
I don't know, Britt. Somebody in the chat is asking, did T-Rev get the lady to scam him out of money or scam money? I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Yeah, he would know that.
There was a statement that was made by T-Rev that he got back with his girl. So I'm wondering if him and her had already dated in the past.
And she was just trying to get info.
Wait, slow down. Wait.
My wife was thinking that the girl was planting a self-life to try to get deep information.
Out of who?
Seth.
That's what I think.
So your wife thinks that T-Rev and her knew each other before the child went missing.
Right.
Well, we've thought about that. That they knew each other. Some people in the chat were telling me maybe she was a mod before, and that when the child went missing, he got involved in the case covering it. He reached out to Seth, or Seth reached out to him. He befriended Seth, however it went. And then this Kayla girl was already on board, and he used her to get close to Seth.
God, do you guys think it was that freaking deep? Holy, that's a lot right there. That's a lot. Let's see. I know. Do you want to call in, Smack Talker? Oh, shit. Smack Talker. Do you want to call in, Smack Talker? I know it's moving fast. Can y'all slow it down? I know, and she doesn't have... Seth was adopted, and my husband's mother gave a son up. But it's not Seth? Whoa, that's freaky. Linda Murphy, I haven't watched enough to make a decision yet. Let's watch some of this and then we'll see. Where is... I'm going to give her a wrench so she doesn't have slow mode. Smack Talker. Shell, can you wrench her or are you not able to? Smack Talker, I'm going to give you a wrench so that you don't have this slow mode 1 minute. And that way you can... you'll be able to read it. You know what I mean? All right, let me find her. And I appreciate you and Ken. I'd rather call him Ken than Uncle Taco. But I have to hear why he's called Uncle Taco first. And we haven't gotten to that part. Let's listen to this so they don't have to repeat themselves. And then if we have any questions, maybe they'll call in. Let's do it that way. I don't want to have them repeat all of this because this is long. All right, so I gave Smack Talker a wrench. That way she doesn't have to wait and she can answer your questions. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's get back to the video. And thank you guys. Feel free to chat away with her in the chat. She said, let me get Ken 1 sec. That's what she said.
Right, a wedge.
A wedge. Okay, I got you. Wow.
Dirty shit. Because she was in the background talking like, yeah, that's Uncle Taco. I've seen him talk to Seth. Yeah. And it was just like, come on, for real? You're over there watching me after you just got done watching me and Seth, and you're gonna be there with T-Rev watching me. With
wait a minute. Where did she do that at?
She was in the background when I called T-Rev.
Oh, so he's still down here in Tennessee. So I live here in Tennessee too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when I called into his show, she was in the room.
Wow. So he's still here.
Oh, wow. So Seth was with him and Michaela when he called into T-Rev's show. What a bunch of games.
Well,
I don't know if he's still there.
That was 3 weeks
That was
ago.
That was 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago when this happened. Okay, see,
Yeah, that was in May.
I was wondering what happened with this. When did you all speak? Because allegedly that guy smoking him and falling out. So that's what I was asking in the chat. When was this conversation recorded, and when did he fall out with the smoke guy?
Right after the conversation, and then they got right back together.
So him and Smoke are back friends?
No, they're not.
They're not friends?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. My wife is the one who watches and monitors it. I just get a bunch of.
Well,
Look,
if I was you, I'd keep up with something else because this is a hot butter mess, baby.
Man, it is a mess.
This is a hot butter mess.
I do get it.
Yeah, it's all disingenuous. I don't think a lot of these people who have invested that. His son told him he did not want to go back. So what we're puzzled is why would he let him go back to Katie and Chris's house if he thought they were abusing his child? Did he even talk to them about why the child wouldn't want to go back? When did the child tell him that? See, I don't have all that information and I'm curious.
I think it was just windows of opportunity. Like Seth did have a job and he's a hard worker.
Okay.
He's not just he can't just leave his job for some. I believe he would just up and leave his job for no reason, but it doesn't seem like his demeanor. It seems like he's really into his job.
Yeah, well, he should be.
He's a family man. He's a family man. He's got to support things, right?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is his son allegedly told him he didn't want to go back to their house. What we're trying to figure out, some of us, is what happened in that conversation after the son told him that. Did he approach the Proudfoots with that information?
Okay, you don't have to be on camera or anything. You can just call in on the phone. Thank you, Casey Marie. Thank you, Casey. Here's the number to call in if you guys want to call in right now. It's going to be in the chat, and it's also 727-755-6001.
Information. Hey, my son says he doesn't want to go back. Why not? That's what I'm curious. That's what I want Seth to answer.
I believe Seth wanted to, but in terms, if you turn around on a man's point of view, a man really doesn't have a right.
What you mean he don't have a right? Yes, he does.
A man has to fight for his rights here. If a wife says you're going to have to wait for this time to get him, Seth is going to have to wait.
I'm confused. Wait a minute.
As in Katie, if Katie says you can have Sebastian this date, Seth ain't going to argue and fight because of the way their demeanor is. You get me? Oh, well, I'm not going to let him go now. And Seth is knowing his son is being abused.
Okay, what I'm saying is my child tells me they don't want to go back. I'm going to ask my child what happened, how long they've been feeling this way. And before I send my child back over there, I'm going to go call the parents and say, hey, my child told me this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not. Wait.
What Seth said was he told Sebastian that as soon as school was out, he was coming to his house and that they would deal with whatever he felt was happening at that time.
See, I'm kind of happy because Seth has no, he's very hardworking and he's very focused, but I believe Seth is very driven, and if he gets mad enough.
Yeah, but look where we are now. Listen to what the wife just said. It's too late. It's too late, but it's too late. I coulda, woulda, shoulda. The boy is gone.
He's gone.
So imagine, so let me ask the wife. Do you know when he had that conversation with Sebastian?
We were told it was a Thursday.
It was like Thursday prior.
Thursday before he went missing is what we were told.
Thursday before he went missing.
Do you believe that? But do you believe that?
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what happened.
What about the wife? Wife, do you believe it?
We caught on to Sebastian's disappearance 2 weeks after his missing.
I'm asking the wife. Do you believe he told the father that the Thursday beforehand?
2 weeks.
From.
Hello, you are live on air.
Hi, this is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. Thanks for calling me.
Sure.
I'm kind of stunned. You guys, I just heard that part with the interview earlier. You guys didn't know Sebastian was missing for 2 weeks?
Yeah, we didn't know at all. And we've seen something.
I called to check up. On my buddy. I woke up that morning. I figured I needed to call my friend Seth, and I called. We talked for a minute, and then he dropped a bomb on me, and it was like my world flipped upside down.
Sebastian was something special to us. Like, every time he came around, it was Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco. It was just,
Ear to ear.
yeah, he had the biggest smile. He was so happy. And it's been hard. We've been passing out flyers here in Tulsa. We go into a dispensary or we go into Walmart. People ask us, and we don't hesitate to talk to anyone. Like, anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tell them.
No,
Our
I
nephew's
mean,
missing.
I saw you guys today and I was like, we have got to watch this video because I mean, you have nothing to hide, right? Like I'm like your real name's in the chat. You're saying where you're from. But I'm really concerned that he wouldn't let you guys know for that long. Were you upset? Were you confused?
Yeah, we didn't understand either, but I think he was just so focused on trying to get, where's my son? Where's my son? Because when my husband finally thought Seth broke, like immediately he broke. And maybe he was afraid that if he called right away that he would break.
Well, Seth was literally on his way to come get me.
Yeah, Seth was coming to get my husband.
Yeah, I mean, you would just think like he would maybe call in the troops, to search.
Maybe I don't know why he hesitated. He had a lot on his plate, and it doesn't really matter if it took him 2 weeks to let me know.
Yeah.
Eventually, I would have found out. You know.
Well, no,
And
I just had just listened to that, and I was like, wow, that's a long time. That had to be shocking.
I mean, it is very shocking, and I'm kind of like, I really don't want to be mad when I do show up because I'm very. I don't know. I kind of raise the roof when I show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to boast myself, but a lot of people get intimidated by my presence. I don't understand it.
We've literally been attacked. I had this morning when I woke up, I had over 37 messages on YouTube. People just cussing me out, telling us we're fakes, we're lying, that Katie has told them that she doesn't know who we are. And I told the one girl, her name was Heather, I was like, well, she's a liar.
Wow.
I said, I can tell you that she worked at Express Scripts in 2008, 2007, 2008.
I give you their address.
Yeah, we know, we had pictures of Sebastian when our daughter watched him.
Cars they've had through the years.
Yeah, we know what vehicles they've had. They came to Oklahoma. Katie, Sebastian, and Seth came to Oklahoma to visit us, and they stayed with us for a week.
So that was going to be my question. Obviously, in Georgia, you knew Katie.
We went to the pool together. We went fishing together. Yes, we knew Katie.
Where have you guys been the past 4 months? You are who we've been needing to talk to. Wow.
We've been supporting Seth, trying to stay on the outside until we've seen people literally attacking Seth, attacking Katie. Yes, I feel Katie's guilty 100%, but at the same time, that's my opinion. But we still have to acknowledge the fact that she's Sebastian's mother, because maybe she didn't.
Right.
And if she didn't, we owe her an apology.
There's a
But
chance,
at the same time, accountability. That's what we've been hollering from day one. There's no accountability.
If you want your son to come home, wouldn't you be home?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to greet him through the Ring doorbell or anything like that. It wasn't working when he left the house. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, no, that's ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
My husband was on the porch when Sebastian got bit by the fire ant.
I was on my golf cart.
You're kidding.
No. Totally.
Wow. So you guys have known Sebastian since he was about 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And you guys lived
well,
in...
my daughter started watching him around 2, but I knew him before that.
Your daughter
babysat.
babysat. Your daughter babysat.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. I'm so sorry,
Our
guys.
daughter's devastated.
I'm so sorry.
She's devastated. She's raising 3 boys of her own right now.
Or she just told us she's having hell right now. And I'm like, ha ha, ha 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 ha.
I hear you guys have like 6 grandkids or something.
It's a handful. We have 6. Yes, ma'am.
Well, congratulations to you.
One.
That's a lot.
Thank you.
It
is a lot, man. Every grandchild multiplies your time on this planet. Well, like I thought it was like Christmas was last week, right?
Yeah, right. Christmas in July, maybe.
I'm devastated still. I got to start saving again and be broke.
I know. I can imagine. 6. Woo. So did you guys spend holidays with Katie and Seth?
And when they were in Georgia, we did. When they moved to California, we moved back to Oklahoma again. Like from Georgia to Oklahoma, we had an incident that happened with our family that was really bad. So we had to remove our children from the environment to make them safe.
It's too fast on the East Coast.
So we brought them back to Oklahoma where we knew security.
Right.
And we have no family here. It's just us and our children and the friends that we've made.
Oh, wow. Well,
And we love it.
I thank you for being so candid with us. I mean, it's something that we haven't really had in this case in a while.
No.
Everything's so convoluted.
And you wanted to know why my husband was called Taco.
Yes.
He'll explain that to you.
Okay.
It's a crazy North Georgia, South Florida story.
Okay.
I was the guy who moved down from Connecticut to Georgia because my dad was in the submarine.
The man that's chief.
He was a chief in the submarine service and for the Navy. So he moved down to Kings Bay to become an instructor from Groton, Connecticut. And then I started a life there in high school there, and a couple of the guys started being my friends and wanted me to play football. We skipped school a lot. We hung out at the beach. A neutral name they came up with was Taco because I didn't tell a full story earlier, but on the way back home from skipping school one day, back in the day, not trying to say my age, but I did earlier, Taco Bell had 39-cent tacos.
I remember those days.
Yeah, and I bought like 100 tacos, and I was tossing them to my friends on the way back to Georgia from across the border, from out the back of my truck on a lawn chair, drunk. It was different times back then. I'm not trying to influence nothing, but we were trash trying to get home. The driver wasn't, of course, but I was pretty trash, sitting in the bed of my truck, tossing tacos to everybody at 70, 80 miles per hour on Highway 17. Everybody landed taco on me at that point. Everybody knew me as Taco.
And it just stuck.
And that's pretty much, it just stuck through the years. It's an easy way for everybody to remember me. Kids remember it because everybody loves tacos. It's been said on the post millions of times.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing. But yeah, it's catchy and the kids remember me.
Well, we definitely remember you.
Not just the kids, but all my friends remember me too. It's good when I go home and they're like, they don't know me as my real name. No one knows me by my real name. It's kind of funny. Good having an alias, knocking funny stuff, just joking.
Yeah, you should probably change your YouTube name to Uncle Taco.
I'm going to change. I'm going to change my YouTube name. I'm going to probably start me up a show. What is this?
You should. You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
not?
not?
About me and my dog.
Oh, I love your dog. Your dog was just chilling earlier.
Yeah, that's all she does is chill.
Yeah, no, you guys seem real to me. You guys seem real to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you taking the time. I know you talked a lot earlier, and I didn't want to make you repeat all of that, you know?
Right.
But
Seth just needs to help with defense and everything. Someone to stand by him because nobody's there.
Someone said something about her joining in Kings Bay. She did join the Navy in Kings Bay.
She did.
Yes.
At St. Mary's.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about Sebastian, like things that we don't know? There's certain things like Katie made him sound like he could be nonverbal. Like she said, if you call his name, he'll look, but then we see videos of him where he seems completely normal.
The one thing that's pissed me off more than anything through this whole thing is people talking about Sebastian like he's dumb.
Thank you.
He is a 15-year-old young man.
He was sharp.
Not a baby. He was sharp. He was witty.
He knew how to respond, but he knew he shouldn't respond. I mean, he didn't know when to talk, and he was meek, but it wasn't meek. I don't know how to explain it.
But he wasn't nonverbal and unable to communicate like Katie's made it sound like.
Maybe for 30 seconds, but as soon as he knows that you're friends of the family, his guards gets down and he's open.
So he's shy if he doesn't know you.
Yeah, so watch the video of him playing in the playground. You see his demeanor.
Mm-hmm. Normal kid is what I saw.
Totally active.
Yeah, I saw a normal kid.
Yeah, a regular kid, a little active kid, you know what I'm saying? A little more energy driven.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all. Sebastian was just a little more driven, a little more curious. I pointed out when I talked to T-Rev, there's people who play games, and when they go through buildings, they either close the doors or leave the doors open. The scary people are close the doors behind them.
Oh, is that right?
Because then you don't know anybody. Because when you go through a building, you leave the door open, you know someone's been in there, you don't want to go in there. You might get killed. You get me?
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not.
Right. Right. So if you go up to a house that has closed doors, you don't think anybody's been in there. so you can close the door behind
Right.
you
Got you.
and sit back and wait. You know what I mean?
Got you.
It's a surprise attack. So it's kind of weird when you play a game because I go through windows. I don't bother with doors. I just jump through the windows. So it's kind of weird. Different when you notice different ways people play and you realize that some people, if you threw a bag of Skittles down in front of a vampire, he'll stop and arrange the colors before he can come after you some more. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of super OCD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like strategic,
That's kinda like how it is.
like an overthinker.
Strategically overthinking, overclocking. You know what I'm saying? A typical kid with
Yeah.
hypertension.
Yeah, for sure. You guys, did you ever notice any like frustration with between Katie and Sebastian when you would be around them? Was there ever any, frustration or embarrassment from Katie with his behavior or anything like that?
She was really good at the pool with him.
She was
very good at the pool.
You would say she was a good mom.
I think they were both great parents.
This totally
This
shocking.
This is totally shocking.
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's totally shocking because we're like, there's no other thing to lean to except for Katie.
As soon as I got wind of this, I sent a friend request to Kate saying, "Hey, Sailor," because if you look in Katie's old Facebook post, you'll see me liking and commenting on her posts
Before her
and Seth separated when she was on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we were actively. They were in California. She was working. So Seth, I'm a man, so I'm not going to start having full conversations with Katie. That would be out of line for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Seth was
And
around
I would
more
talk-
too.
Right. Yeah, he was home because he was the stay-at-home dad. Because she was deployed,
Right.
and he was.
Right.
He had no choice to be home. So he was the supportive father, and then Chris come along, and people get lonely, I guess, and shit happens, and Seth got the shit in a stick for a little while. Sorry for cussing.
He what?
He got the crap in a stick when Katie decided to go to Chris, and then he lost his home.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
Went backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did he reach out to you then as a friend? Dude.
Yeah, man. We were talking communion. We were talking a lot. Yeah.
Him and Sebastian came to Oklahoma a couple of times after that.
Because Seth's mom lives right down the road in Texas.
So that was the road trips he took Sebastian on as a baby, or as a young young kid.
Young child.
Right.
Wow.
That's bonding time with any child.
And we even we've talked to people there, and we tell them, hey, when you're hollering for Sebastian, say, hey, Uncle Taco's looking for you, baby. Uncle Taco wants you to come home. Where are you at? Because that's how close to Ken and him were.
Oh man, Ken, I'm sorry.
No, it's something we all have to face, man. I really feel for my buddy Seth. I really feel for him. My brother, there's nothing I can do until I can give him a big hug. That's all I can give him. Right now, I can just give him support on the phone, and that's it. And try to run rebound when people are trying to shake his cage too hard. I'll shake their cage a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
it don't matter.
I've been sus of all three of them because they all have their own. The dynamics are just so crazy between them all.
100%.
And it's just been
nobody has been proven innocent yet. Nobody. And I tell Seth that too. And Seth says, you're right. He's never denied it. Seth's not the one that's been saying, they said what's the word? We've been vetted.
Mm-hmm.
Seth has never said that. It's always been Chris saying that, which we all know it's not true.
Right. We've been vetted and cleared.
No, vindicated. We've been, I guess, authenticated and proven clean because we've taken lie detector tests.
That took him 3 times to pass is what we've been told.
Mm-hmm.
It really isn't. People can fake lie detector tests.
Yeah, no
My
one knows.
husband said he wants to come to Tennessee. He wants to come to Tennessee, and he wants to sit in every restaurant that he hears that Katie's at with a big poster sign of Sebastian saying, Katie, where am I at?
Just a big, sitting with me. You know what I'm saying? Just having lunch when they can see me, when they're enjoying themselves. I know people have to get breaks and stuff, but if you come to Hendersonville, just eat at a restaurant instead of looking for your son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's all crazy. It's all crazy. Do you,
No.
Did you guys get any questions from law enforcement? Like about
No.
Sebastian?
No, we have had some odd traffic parked around the parking neighborhood.
Weird.
But no one's still talked to us.
We called the law enforcement in Sumner County and asked them, do they have any questions for us, as outsiders in another state?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving them my thoughts of places to search. And those are major places that were searched by them, and they've actually waived direction in the areas I was thinking was concerned. The only thing I have is an overhead view, and wishing they would have took a 10-mile radius instead of 5. He's not a baby crawling. He's a child that has motivation.
Mm-hmm. What do you think happened, Ken? I mean, what do you think the odds are?
If he struck out by himself and hovered out of the house, then I'm not really sure where he ran out to. But like, if he would have gotten on foot and was trying to get to his dad's, he would be somewhere in between the two. And anybody could have picked him up. That Salazar guy over here in Oklahoma said he had Sebastian. Kind of spooked me out because I remember people who used to drive up and down the interstate to help people fix their cars, and seeing a kid walking barefoot down the street, they would possibly stop and try to rescue him.
Oh,
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
talking
That's
about
kind
the
of
guy
odd.
that posted that he had him or whatever?
Right. He's a roadside mechanic. He travels up and down the interstate.
Ooh.
Fixing people broke on the side of the highway. It's kind of spooky, right?
Very.
So. That still loves Katie.
Katie's the mother of his child. Man, that's it. There's always going to be connection there.
Is Seth,
There's always
but
gonna be
is he
connection between
truly,
Seth and-
is he truly over her?
I'm not really sure or not.
You never got like the feeling like, dude, you need to move on?
I'm not really sure because sometimes, me and my wife been together 30 years. We all say things that we don't mean. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know that he has been successful without her, so he must be having a different drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
He can't be stuck on it. You know what
he's
I'm
got
saying?
his own place and his own job and his own wheels,
Look, he's got someone else helping him pay his truck payment. I can't even get that. Imagine that.
Yeah, I know. That lawyer rap thing is kind of smart, actually. I was like,
I told my brother up in Washington with his business, I said, man, we need to wrap it with your business. He goes, people don't like that when you roll up on a job site. I said, I like it when you're flashy. you catch people's attention, man.
I like it when you're flashy.
Look, me and my wife ended up in Vegas, and we ended up in a hard pickle. So I ended up buying a cooler and buying ice and water and yelling up and down the strip, $1 for water. And I made over $500 one night.
Damn.
All you got to do is be loud and proud. And I think that's what they're worried about me coming to Tennessee. I think they'll think I'll wake up Sasquatch in the woods or something because I'm not about to just be quiet about it. There's a lot of places I want to look, but there's law enforcement needs to be able to do their job, and people don't need to be trampling around with everything and making a mess of it all.
Where do you think the
People
case
need-
stands right now, Ken? Do you think that it's still like an active search, or do you think it's more like an investigation type thing?
I think it's went into more like a technical type of search because I know they're going through all the data.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not a physical search anymore because they've already searched the whole area, whatever name they've got.
Right.
I didn't answer your question earlier about what I think about it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think either Sebastian was either carried out of the house or he's wandering. I have a question about Chris stating to Seth that friggin' if you want to find your kid, go to church. And that guy that does exorcisms, the church that does exorcisms there in that town, man, it kind of, what happened if he was groomed into being taken by that group and trying to get exorcised because he has that missing chromosome? Because they say most people have the missing chromosome has a demon in them.
Yeah. That's come out in a few cases lately.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, if you Google it, exorcisms in Tennessee, it shows up right there. It's point blank, missing people. A lot of autistic children coming up missing. They all wear black. I don't even get that. Why do they all wear black?
I don't know.
But
Seems kind of
the girl in the
convenient.
video
Like
was
no
wearing all
one will
black.
no one will see them in the dark.
Right, it's kind of weird. You know, like we all wear this like it's a cult kind of thing, like trying to get all of them to listen to them and talk to them, and we understand how you feel. And
there is an online cult where autistic children are taught if they're in an environment that's harmful or dangerous, how to put a bag away and bring stuff to that bag every day. It gives them ideas of places to go, where to run to. So there is a big group in Tennessee of autistic children that follow these profiles, and they teach them how to run away.
My problem with that is none of the Ring cameras prior to today has anybody coming in and out of the house.
Nothing.
So there's like no movement at all.
Right.
So it's like, come on.
Yeah, that's weird.
So they would see Sebastian leaving the house, walking down the street, you know what I'm saying, dropping off
or
the
have
bag,
a scent,
maybe doing something. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, listen, it's just crazy. Either he got hurt that night, was sent to bed, had a concussion, didn't wake up. Katie freaked out, didn't call the law because she knew she would fucking go down the tubes.
Somebody wants to know what you think about Betty Bullhorn.
Betty Bullhorn.
Bullhorn Betty.
I love how she's reading the chat. Go, Michelle.
Right. So Betty Bullhorn showed a video of the job site I said is not impregnable. People could literally get on the job site. And people was like, well, there's video cameras and there's this and that. That's one of the things I got to do when I show up in Tennessee is take 100 pounds and throw it in a dumpster and walk away. I'm gonna do it live on my thing, just to do it.
Just to show it can be done.
Just to show it could be done, because I know I can walk on and up to any dumpster and walk up and dump it. People go through the dumpsters. People scour through the dumpsters. Dumpsters are taken on a scheduled time, and the timing was right. If it was perfectly timed, and if he had a way, Sebastian could have been taken to another location to be dumped in another area. Or he could be encased in a beam of concrete.
You know, and
being a crane operator and they're pouring concrete is a 24-hour operation. They don't take breaks. It's on. You know, it's constant. So if he had someone who was able to take a break while he took a trip and then boom, loaded a hopper and then filled it up, you know, it's just a different view from a crane operator.
Seth actually came on at the end of that last thing, and we had Seth with a three-way call on the same thing with the vault.
okay. I didn't get that far yet.
And he actually spoke up because people were hounding me saying, how could my husband have played with Sebastian a week or two before this, because Seth supposedly didn't have Sebastian 3 or 4 weeks before, and that was incorrect information. Seth had Sebastian the week before he went missing.
Okay. Thanks for...
And he cleared...
Yeah, go ahead.
He cleared that up.
So he had him the weekend before he went missing? That was his weekend, so it was his off weekend?
No, for some reason they had traded weekends or something, so he had him the weekend before.
Weekend trial.
It happened, and he was with his mom that weekend.
Okay. Has Sebastian ever taken off that you guys know of?
Never.
Never.
We never that we have known of. He's never even talked about it. Like, you know, he was always so happy every time he would get on the phone with Uncle Taco and just talk to him. He was just talking and telling him all about his life. It was amazing.
That's really nice to hear, actually. Do you guys know if any of the alibis have been verified at all with any of them?
We don't know. The only one we were told it was verified was Seth, because he's on video camera inside the facility.
And they won't come out and say that.
And they can't. I don't think they can. I think Ellie knows more than what they're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
And
if Chris would have called Seth at work, Seth would have been able to have left. Them waiting.
Yes, that's what we don't understand, is why they didn't call Seth's supervisor and let them know, because Seth would have been allowed to leave work with something like that.
See, when you work in the county jail, you're not allowed to leave. You're locked in like a prison.
And their call to LE wasn't even recorded.
Right. They went around it. They went around the location and the recording.
And called it office that was closed.
Right. When you guys would game with with Seth and Sebastian. What was that like?
Kim?
Sebastian is super cordial. Me and Seth play real well on the game together. We get a lot of kills. When we play Battle Royale, we rake it up. We're just, we look out for each other. That's all. That's all. We always get in the top.
So
play as a team. Right? That's how we play.
And Sebastian was a team player on the game. Ken would always tell me, he stays with, he listens, he followed directions. And he wasn't a dumb child as his mom has tried to present him.
He's sharper than what his mom wants to say. How's that?
I believe
he was
that.
a normal 15-year-old going through hormonal changes and everything else.
He just looked at perspectives 100 different ways than we do.
Yeah, he looked at things differently. He had that extra chromosome. He was just a awesomely special child. Like, he wouldn't just look at one way. He would take different perspectives, and I think that was some of the things that Seth was teaching him too, how to look at things differently, because everyone's different in the world.
Right. Do you guys know if Sebastian had his own phone? Do anything about that?
No, I do not.
We don't know. We were told that he had a phone at Katie's. But that was
without a phone would be cool.
That's all we were told, is that he had a phone that his mom and Chris got him.
Restricted.
But he was restricted from doing anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that phone was on the counter in the kitchen charging that morning.
He wouldn't have left the house without his phone.
You don't feel like he would have left without his phone?
If he had access to a cell phone, he would not have left the house without it.
I agree with you. Do you have your YouTube playing by chance?
Yeah, I have it down low. I'm looking at it.
Can you just pause the video and you can still watch chat?
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Thank
It's
you.
down.
Thank you. I just heard myself echo a couple times. No, I really appreciate you guys calling in. I mean, you guys, I'm getting good vibes from you. I mean, you are real. Like, you're talking about Sebastian like he was a human being. And I thank you for calling in tonight because we needed to hear this.
Man, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to smooth it all out because it's getting too.
It's too much.
It's getting too much. Like, everything is worrying about what everybody else is doing except for what Sebastian's doing.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to push it. No matter what, everything at the end of the day, when we go home and we go to bed and lock our doors, I'm not trying to sound like T-Rev. I don't lock my doors. I invite anybody in. But still, we need to think about what Sebastian's doing.
Absolutely. He's out there somewhere because people don't just disappear. Poof.
And there are people out there that love him and want him home.
And no matter how we get him home, we want him home, whether it be alive and we have to get him some serious counseling.
You can even come to Uncle Taco. I'm right here.
Or
Yes.
unalive, and we have to help Seth get through that.
Yeah.
And probably help Katie too, if Katie had nothing to do with it, but you know my opinion already.
The silence is killing us, killing it. I mean, being away, everybody's like, she's camping, she's in the fifth wheel. I've lived that life.
She's back at home now.
Okay,
They're
well,
back
it ain't that
home
bad in
now.
the fifth.
Yeah. Michelle, did you?
It ain't that bad.
I'm sorry, Ken. Go ahead.
Okay. No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if Michelle, if you had a friendship with Katie, did that continue after the divorce or after the move?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
They wanted us divorced.
Nope. Basically, like I said, there was a person named Heather that was in the other group telling us we were liars, that Katie has said that she doesn't even know us.
Mm-hmm.
Katie sat in my living room with talking to my friends. We're like, we can't wait for the day that Ken divorces.
Yeah,
I believe
they wanted, Katie wanted Ken to divorce me.
I don't know why.
We don't know why. We don't understand. And they told some friends of ours that, and Seth admitted to it at first. And then me and Seth got through that because Seth come to me as a man and said, hey, you know what? I screwed up. That man loves you.
Oh, damn.
You know, and Katie never did. She was just at our house right before the divorce got put out.
Wow. So she just turned you guys right off.
She cooked us dinner. Me and her went to the grocery store together. She cooked us beef what are those freeze dried beef that comes in the jar with gravy, chipped beef or something like that.
Uh-huh.
She cooked chipped beef and gravy and biscuits at our house in Claremore, Oklahoma.
Wow. Wow. So she's trying to deny, it sounds like, allegedly, that she knows you guys. But I have to say, I knew already that Seth had lived in Kingsland, Georgia, because I saw an old address of his. So when you guys said that, I was like, these people know him. Because I looked.
It was on Reed. No, it wasn't Reed. What was the road that we lived on at the?
I can't remember.
We lived.
He lived in a Reed.
He lived on the end of Reed, and
Reed Drive.
there in Georgia.
Weed Drive.
Yeah, Reed.
I know.
Reed.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I said Weed Drive. I live on Weed Drive. Everybody's like, what? Weed or Reed?
And my husband, like you said, my husband does have a criminal record. He did get busted in 2003 for cultivation of marijuana here in Tulsa. It was a learning experience for him.
I'm not worried about pot.
Put me in the greenhouse.
You know, but people have been saying a lot of really hateful things about us and it's probably due to the fact that we didn't come out in the beginning.
Well, I don't think you had a responsibility to come out in the beginning. It's not your kid. You guys did what you did behind the scenes.
At this point, we have gotten to the point where we're tired of hearing the lies, the misconception, and like tomorrow there'll be somebody that took something that maybe Ken or I said and twist it into something else, and it'll be down the road in a week that we said something off the wall. And
I want to take this to CNN.
Our only goal is to get Sebastian home.
Absolutely.
I want to totally publicize this across the United States because it's like even in his hometown, people don't know. People think he's already been found.
And I don't care. People can talk about me all they want to. They can cuss me. They can call me every name in the book but Michelle.
Except for late for dinner.
It's
You
not
can't call her late for. Do not call my wife late for dinner.
I cook dinner. And yeah, because if I'm late for dinner, he ain't eating because I cook it.
I have a question for you guys.
All I care about.
I have a question that came in. Go ahead.
Keeping Sebastian's name out there. That's all I care about.
Same.
Green.
Same. And
I don't care. Katie can deny it all she wants to because she knows if I was standing there in her face, she wouldn't deny who I was.
Right.
That's why she's denying it, because she's scared to death that if she's around us, because we were that close, she will lose it and speak up and say something.
I agree. I believe you guys. I do. Mary wants to know, do you guys think that Sebastian was going to go to your place? Would he even know where you lived?
He knew we lived.
He knew we lived in Tulsa, and somebody kept bringing up Highway 40,
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the route.
which runs from Tennessee to Oklahoma.
But doesn't that also go through Memphis?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I thought.
Yeah, and that just kept hurting us. And my husband's like, I feel like just getting on the road and just walking it, just getting out there, because we live right off of 40 where we live at.
How many coverts? How many bridges?
Oh my God, I know.
How many things should he just be possibly just driving, man? I don't know, man.
I know it's.
Anybody would have a hard time right now.
And somebody asked if we know Katie's bio family. We came after all that stage was gone in their life. They were already married when we got involved with them. I didn't even know Katie had a biological family.
I found out more about Katie's life now.
Wow.
Than I have my whole time knowing them.
She didn't talk about a lot of things. We've mentioned it a couple times, and she had said she doesn't want to talk about it. It's a part of her past that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her.
Talk about their parents. They don't talk about their parents.
And we respected that. We never continued.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I mean, from what's come out, I wouldn't want to really, announce that either.
The side stories are enough to friggin' want you to hide forever.
Oh my gosh, I know, you guys. It's bad. And that's why I'm glad that at least Sebastian has you. So, like, if Sebastian were to hear this somehow, and here's Uncle Taco, I don't know what he calls you, Michelle. Aunt Taco. Michelle and Uncle Taco, like, if he could hear you right now, what would you tell him?
Your daddy misses you. You need to come home.
Just come home. Like, it's.
You come here.
I've
You
never.
go to grandma's. You can go to your daddy's house.
You come. Just
go to your mom's house. Just come home.
If you don't want to call your dad, you don't want to call your mom, call us. Our phone number is 918-998-1707 or 998-679-4669. Just come home. Like, we need you home.
Your dad needs you home.
Thanks, you guys, for that. That's probably the most genuine plea for Sebastian that I've heard. I appreciate you too.
Thank you. We appreciate everybody that's been trying to do the positive for Sebastian. Thank you for everything that y'all been doing.
Yeah.
Yvonne said we're 30 minutes from her.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of people
We're
from
on the
that
west
area.
side of.
Yeah.
We're on the west side of Tulsa.
You guys got me in tears. He's loved.
It's
this is what he needs. This is the feeling he needs to feel.
And I don't think that he felt it at home.
It breaks
and it
my
breaks
heart.
me.
Me too. And I didn't even know
if
him.
it was one of.
How could they not need another? How can they let another child stay there when another child's missing from that house?
I know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Did you guys get any information on, what was going on in that house, with Sebastian? Like, is it more? I mean, maybe you don't want to share, but is it more than what Chris has led on?
Emotional support animals are very important in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? People get connections.
Oh, gosh.
And for them to get rid of his snakes and dogs, it tells me they were just torturing him.
Yeah.
Why would you take and get rid of his dog? Why would you get rid of a snake? What does a snake do, man?
Guys, I know.
Sit in a glass aquarium with a heat lamp? It wasn't like it was a king cobra or mamba.
Everything he loved.
Oh. Right.
Everything that made him happy.
Yep.
Right.
And they just took it from him like it was nothing.
Uncle Taco, when was the last time you had the privilege to talk to Sebastian and hear his voice?
When he was with his father the 2 weeks before his disappearance, I guess.
When you were playing them.
When I was playing Call of Duty Mobile with Seth and Sebastian last.
When they were at Seth's house?
Yes.
Just laughing and
carrying on.
Yeah, we were all playing and having black. Yeah, carrying on. My grandkids were here. My son was online with us. My son's friend was online with us. We were all kicking it up.
Gosh. And he was just joking around and
being a kid.
Nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
No.
And ladies for justice, we will go get him whatever we need to do. If he was to call, we would find a way to go get him.
I believe that. You guys would drop everything for him, I bet. And you guys aren't related at all. You just happen to meet his neighbors. And then Ken, you and Seth continued your friendship and you were gamers together. You're still gamers together. You've kept in touch that way for the most part, or did you talk on the phone too?
We talked on the phone. It's hard to be, minus Seth's demeanor, it's hard to have people that
are close to you.
Are close, because you got to be of the same type cloth. You have to be able to. Assholes tend to hang out together. How's that? That's the best way I can do it.
I'm not gonna lie, Seth has showed an asshole side a time or two.
I'm the same way. When you get on my bad side, and I'm tired of freaking ever being cordial and stuff. I'm just point blank in your face. I don't care. I probably would, when he started F-bombing everybody, I'd probably been way worse. Taking it like just a little farther. I got the Filipino side of it. How's that? I feel like I'm dealing with like a Lieutenant Phillips.
Are you Filipino?
Kind of thing right now. Yeah, I'm half Filipino.
Are you really?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I used to work for a Filipino family.
When I got into prison, everybody thought I was Indian. So I was like,
I thought you were Indian too. I think it's the hair.
Yeah, it's the hair, it's everything.
Well, and the hair kind of
I
makes you
could
look
be
like
all
Seth
like Lou
too.
Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
I could be all of anything you want me to be.
No, you and Seth do resemble each other. It's crazy.
It's pretty funny. That's why it's funny. It's one reason why I consider him a good friend because you can't look this good. You know what I mean?
How can there be two people looking that good in this world, right?
Right.
Oh,
and I
man.
think of the Bash Brothers when people remind me of that. The Bash Brothers on the Mighty Ducks. You remember the boys?
No, I've never
the two
seen
brothers over the bigger boys. It was a good time, man. Me and Seth had some good talks. I mean, he remembers. There were some kids that were riding a four-wheeler through the trailer park, and someone put piano wire up on the tree, and one of the kids hit it like 40.
Oh, my God.
On his neck. And I was like, dude, that's incredible. I mean, not incredible. That was just, you knew we were going to chase it to the neighborhood, and you were balling through the neighborhood. We have kids and everybody, and I'd hate to see if someone put clothesline up like that, but this is a neighborhood. Ambulance is putting them on a gurney. Really terrible. But friggin' Seth was on the border of the neighborhood. There was a fire. I had to evacuate everybody. But those were the days.
You guys have a lot of memories. Yeah.
I have a lot of memories because I'm a Navy brat and I got to move around a lot. So my childhood friends are non-existent. They're there, but I can't remember any of them.
And you,
so the friends I have is the one I got older.
and you guys,
I tend to try to keep hold of.
Did you guys kind of relate on the whole Navy aspect too, with her being gone? Like, do you feel like it was hard for Seth? You know, you were proud of her.
I was trying to be right. My mom was always a supportive wife at the house, so I was trying to be a friend to him. Not like a wife, but I was trying to be, hey, man, what's happening? How's your day? What are you and Sebastian doing? Blah, blah, blah. He was going to work, or he was outside talking to his neighbor or whatnot. You know, we didn't have very long conversations. But I remember when Sebastian was with him, he was the happiest he could be.
And you said earlier that you would keep in contact maybe like once a month or so. And then...
Yeah, we were...
Go ahead.
We never really... It wasn't really a real constant, deep conversation. It was like we can always pick up where the story picked off, you know, where it left off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The way friends are supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where we're at in life, we just pick up the phone and pick up.
For sure. I have a friend like that as well. It's great to have a friend like that, really.
It's always good like that.
So after Sebastian went missing, though, you guys have talked daily, pretty much every day.
Yeah, we picked it up. Yeah, it's something I need to make sure that he's up and motivated and try to make him laugh one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you found out 2 weeks in, he popped it on you, and you were like, whoa. You hadn't even heard about it like on the news or online or anything.
No, nothing. We're over here in Oklahoma. The Amber Alerts don't reach this far.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear about it right away either. I'm in Florida, though.
Right.
But YouTube was picking it up maybe 2 weeks in. That was when they started speaking to the media.
Right. That's the interviews with Katie and Chris, and it looked like Chris was looking at her like, please don't say the wrong thing.
Did y'all watch those?
Yeah, I'm kind of distraught because looking back, it seems like her stroking his hands, like putting pressure on his hand at certain moments when he's talking, like, pay attention to what you're saying.
Yeah, you guys, there was one part in the one where they're sitting next to each other where Chris starts to explain where Seth lives. And she nudges him, and he stops, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean? You know?
Right? Who's running the house? This is so funny. Katie seemed to have been the queen there when she was with Seth, and then she had the right to because she was the queen of her household.
Mm-hmm.
And she had Seth as a husband for a while, so I could pick up her demeanor that way. She is a driver herself. She does have motivation. I just think if the worst case scenario, man, I know bad decisions are bad decisions, but just, how can you be in the house and either not hear someone go through the door or someone come in the house or anything?
I agree. That the whole scenario doesn't make sense.
It don't make no sense. And the weird dark video with the silhouettes in the background, the lights and the movements, it's really wacky, but I know they make better cameras than I feel like I'm looking at a UFO or a Sasquatch video.
Well, and here we are 4 months in, and that's it. It's like, Haven't they enhanced that by now and can rule it out?
Right? Can't they fix that?
Right.
You know, I don't know. I feel like they should be able to fix it. Have someone with a Samsung phone take a picture of it and have the AI enhance. I don't know.
There's got to be, yeah.
It's just, what was up with the mannequin on the first day search,
I
man?
don't.
What was the distraction? And then they stopped talking about that.
Oh, yeah, the mannequin with his heat signal. It had a heat.
Yeah, weird.
Weird. In the morning when it's cold out, it had a heat signal, right? And then the guy's like,
Right.
"Oh, sorry, guys, look like a person." I was like, "What just happened there?"
Yeah, and the guy, the cop, one of the cops sounded like he was like a Quaaludes. I don't know.
It
was
was
weird.
weird.
But
It
he
was
pretty
very
thorough.
weird. He says, "What's the subject's name again?" He's like, "It's Sebastian." I was like, I was like, what is going on?
Somebody get him some coffee ASAP.
Right.
I don't know, man, but
It was weird.
they're going door to door. Nothing's hitting. Nothing's going on. It just seemed like the search was frantic all day. We have a kid on the tree line with a phone. Okay, turn around and get him. What? It's not him. It's not the suspect. What? You're a suspect?
Yeah, a bag over his
We're
head,
looking for
some
Sebastian,
sighting.
man.
Like, what? They said,
Right?
yeah, a sandy blonde hair with a bag over his head. And I'm like, how do they know what color his hair is if there's a bag over his head? What is this? What is this? Was someone
Someone's asking
calling
if
shit
I
in?
think Katie has a drinking problem.
Yeah, do you?
I think with their life that they live right now, I think they both drink.
Yeah.
We worked around biker clubs.
I did many tattoos on some Iron Freedoms up in Northwest United States.
You think of the scratches on CP's arm.
Scratches on CP's arms looked like he was holding off someone at bay. Like anybody else fighting someone of weaker power, those are scratch marks of defense and bite marks. So get the fuck off me.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, Chris is kind of a big guy against Sebastian.
Yeah.
If he had pushed up on Sebastian, one day he'll pay for that.
I agree. It'll come back
But
around.
hearing all the neighbors talk about him spraying him with the pressure washer, and if Sebastian was forced to live in the garage because he potted in bed once in a while, forced to wear diapers.
Did you know anything about
That's
that?
cruelty.
About him having to wear pull-ups or anything like that?
Not eyewitness. This is hearsay. This is this trickle down the line, like the shit rolling downhill. This is rumors I've heard from possibilities, and this could be, but it was well before the neighbor said it.
And the thing about spraying with the
Pressure washer.
washer and calling the R word, that deserves an ass beating.
Bottom line, you don't even need to. You need to be questioned about your. Bottom line, you're already being questioned about your daughter, and you have another child in the household, and you're tormenting him too by degrading him because of his abilities.
Yeah.
Tick for cat. Basically, I don't understand why Katie couldn't call 911. Her hand worked just fine to call Chris.
Her hand works fine for all kinds of things, man. That's the problem. She didn't call 911.
Yeah, that's what they're asking.
If my age, if my parents, if I would have come up missing and they would have said they didn't know, they'd be in jail until they spoke.
You guys, what do you think of Katie's demeanor since you've seen her on the media? When you saw her, were you like, oh, that's Katie? Or were you like, oh my God, she is, acting weird or different?
The candid pictures of her eating and at the bike shops tells me she doesn't really, I don't know, it just seems like she can put it away well.
I agree with what Tova's saying about the GoFundMe. I agree with all this.
You do?
That was a red flag. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a red flag. I even questioned it.
I believe Katie's demeanor was upset and mad and aggravated at first, but I just don't.
And
It's transparent to me.
Yeah. So you think the GoFundMe kind of muddied the waters?
yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Another distraction.
Because Seth is not a bad person. He's screwed up right now because his phone's missing. He's messed up. He's
still trying to get a friggin' webcam.
He's distraught. He's not thinking clearly 100%. So that, on top of everything else, has put him in a position for people to talk mad trash.
He's given a lot of ammo. Yes, he has.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We do have some pictures. Someone asked about pictures of Katie and Sebastian and Seth and all of us. We do have pictures. I have them in my picture albums from my past that are packed up. I can try to go through them and pull them out. It may take me a week or two.
But any digital pictures, my account for, what was that? I can't remember. I had a photo bucket, but I used to put all my photos in, and it got hacked, and I can't get into it because Yahoo gave away my shit.
I used to have a photo bucket, and I can't get in the damn thing either.
Man, I have so many pictures in there from the past, but I know I have pictures of me, Seth, and Katie, and the whole family, everybody at the pool, at the trailer park.
Can I ask you guys about Tony Mathis? Do you guys?
I think Tony's is a typical Oklahoma business guy, man. They're all kind of crazy. They kind of adapt and overcome. You know what I'm saying?
So do you know him though outside of this case?
I do not know him outside of this case. He lives over in a really good. Whoa, what's going on? Hold on a second.
Amber Alert. Lawton PD. 4-year-old.
Damn, hit your button.
Oh my gosh, we get an Amber Alert while we're on with them, guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was an Amber Alert.
4-year-old was taken from Lawton,
Oklahoma. It happens every day, y'all.
Wow. This is crazy.
Kind of leading us, with Sebastian, it's kind of leading us to look into all these children missing because they don't just disappear.
No, they don't. They don't.
The only way, and I got in big trouble for saying this on Facebook, but I'll say it again. The only way these people could have disappeared is if the rapture has happened and we were all left behind and God took the children with him.
The only innocence.
Yeah. So scary.
It's sad to say. It is kind of spooky.
It is. It is.
They just got an Amber Alert in Ohio also.
It's just, you know, what everything that's unraveling and us seeing things more clear today, like we couldn't look up in the sky when we were kids and see Saturn's rings through our cell phones. We didn't even have cell phones back then. We had refractive telescopes and things we had to adjust by manual and get coordinates.
Morse code.
Morse code and
I had Morse code.
Yeah, yeah, and black and white TVs, man. The songs about in color, man. That's just so like. I wish color TV never showed up. We'd probably still be happy people.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, I'm not saying we're not happy now, but we'd be different if technology wasn't. Our lives weren't 3.5 by 7 inches in our hands.
I agree with you
Our
on
cell
that.
phones.
It's bad. It's bad. COVID didn't help.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
So you guys don't think Katie's acting like normal Katie that you knew?
No.
Like she seems
'Cause
so
look,
meek
even
and like he, you know, if you call his name, he'll look. Does she usually like that?
No, she was in IT, is intercommunications on a ship, so she made sure everybody can hear when people talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Intercommunication. So she was intercommunications when she worked at a express ship, so she had to talk to customers.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so she wasn't shy.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I believe she passed her polywog, and she was no longer a polywog. I believe she became a shellback. I believe she did everything she needed to. She wasn't be able to blue nose. This is old Navy terms now. She didn't spend much time in there. She would have had a little defensive training, but her ship is designed for anti-piracy. The way if you look up her ship she was on, the ship was a state-of-the-art ship at the time, but it's now been decommissioned because it's a failure.
So
I'm trying to run the name of the ship across my mind, but at the time I was super proud of her because she was on one of the most state-of-the-art ships at the time.
Wow.
I told him to go say it, and he did.
Yeah, no, she was not that meek and quiet. Yeah.
Michelle.
She was not that meek nor quiet when I knew her.
She didn't talk like that.
She was a fiery redhead.
She was. I could see her being a Spitfire, honestly. I can see her being a Spitfire. So that's a different demeanor than what you saw when she was married to Seth.
Right.
Have either of you tried to reach out to her when you found out that Sebastian was missing, just to say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry"? Like, if we
moment
Yeah, the moment it happened, the moment I found out, I looked her up and I sent out a friend request to Heidi Rogers. So I didn't know her name was anything at that point.
Okay. Did she
I sent her
accept?
a friend request and sent her a message, and it doesn't
No.
show that she's seen the messages.
It's dead in the water.
She didn't respond?
No, she did not.
Oh my gosh.
I would have at least liked to fuck off and don't talk to me ever.
Wow.
Rather than just.
Did you just reach out and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear about Sebastian. Like, if you need anything."
Right. Yes.
That was
totally.
Because we weren't
Anything.
accusing nobody at first until we got to see more detail.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as Seth told Ken, I was on my Facebook and Instagram immediately looking her up. And I was like, I sent her a friend's request, and I was like, look, Katie, I am so sorry. Is there anything that Uncle Taco, because that's what I said, because she even said it to Ken, Uncle Taco, is there anything that we can do from here? Can we come help y'all search? Is there anything at all we can do? No reply.
Silent.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Wow, that says a lot.
Chirping.
Did she
It's
read
kinda
it?
painful
Did it
because-
say she read it? Like, did her?
It doesn't show she's read
Oh,
it,
she
but
hasn't.
sometimes people can read it. Well, sometimes they'll look at it from the top of their screen.
Well, if they scroll down their dashboard, they can see the notifications that way without opening the app.
Yeah, and I mean, when your kid's missing, you should be checking all your folders. I mean, to be honest.
I believe she's tech savvy enough to be checking all that.
Yes, absolutely.
One thing I said too, I wonder if she used a blackout sensor or something to black all the cameras out in the area. That's what she did. She was a technician.
Look, as a
I've
kid,
heard that
in St. Mary's, I'm gonna throw it down real quick. As a kid in St. Mary's, Georgia, there's a diode you can solder to a battery that would eliminate RF radio or any type of radio frequency from transmitting.
Mm-hmm.
So that little diode creates an EM field to where you can't broadcast it. So if you knew what to get, you can lock someone out of using their radio. So just imagine if you had some weird police officers you just wanted to haggle. So they had to step out of their cars to talk. It's kind of funny.
Say hi. Say hi, Miss J. Hi, Miss J.
Oh, hi.
One of my grandbabies.
Oh,
Hey,
what a sweetie.
Tell her your name. Tell her you want to do YouTube. YouTube. He wants to be a YouTube.
You're gonna be a
famous, he said.
YouTuber? Oh, you got to have mom and dad start you or is that your granddaughter? Grandson. You got to have your grandma and grandpa start you the channel. You're going to be a YouTube.
Oh, you want
You're going to be a YouTube star.
This is our baby.
Oh,
He's
what's
our
his
youngest
name?
one. His name's Tanner.
Tanner. Aw. Cute. You guys are good peeps.
Thank you so much.
And I just want to forewarn you, okay? This YouTube thing is brutal. You've seen the shit show, right? Already.
Good girl.
You guys be careful who you talk to, because you're gonna get. No one's gonna be happy with what you say, anyways. No matter what you say, people are gonna tear it apart. Right.
Right, we're ready for it.
So just be prepared for
Like
that,
I said,
and just
they
in one
can
ear.
say whatever they want to say. It doesn't hurt me. It's just not going to hurt my feelings because everybody has a right to their opinions. At the end of the day, we're only here for
Sebastian.
Give some emojis for Tanner in the chat too. What is Tanner like?
Oh man, everything. Dinosaurs.
Let's get dinosaurs in the chat for Tanner.
Dinosaurs, Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, whatever.
Pennywise?
Typical little kid.
How old is he?
4.
4.
Oh my God, what a little stinker. Aw. And he
Yeah,
wants to be on
he's
YouTube.
Crazy. He wants to be on. He's going to be on part of when I start up my YouTube, he's going to be on it.
Oh, that's so
He's
cool.
going to be like Andy Griffith song.
That's great. I don't know if there's anything else that you guys wanted to, talk about. You didn't have much to say about Tony, and I think he's kind of irrelevant in the grand scheme of things.
I'm trying to figure out the public relations things because
yeah,
I don't know, I'm pretty savvy at talking to people.
Look at the chat.
People talk to me.
How cute.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's Tanner. Come here, baby. Look.
There's.
So awesome.
You're looking for your dinosaur. Well, look, there's a bunch of dinosaurs
Oh my
here
God.
for you. Look. Look at
Look, they're getting you dinosaurs right here.
Oh, man, it's fun. Look at all them dinosaurs for Tanner. What do you say? Thank you.
Dinosaurs here,
Say
bud.
pop. Say
Right here.
really loud where they can hear you.
You're welcome.
How cute.
He's busy.
Oh, what a sweetheart. Bless him.
Foxman's looking like, what's going on?
Keep him off the YouTube streets as long as possible.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
You know, I really appreciate you guys. We're gonna watch
He
some
came
more of
over
your.
here the day we found out. The day we found out that Sebastian was missing.
Yeah.
He came over. He stays with us usually Monday through Friday.
Uh-huh.
And he came over and he put his head on the ground. He says, Nana, Pal's friend's son is underground with Ninja Turtles. We hadn't even talked about it with him.
Whoa.
And you know, when T-Rev and them were on boots and water, boots and boats, they roll up on that giant culvert. If you watch back through the video, and they just walk up to it, and you don't hear nothing else about it. That culvert goes underneath Hendersonville.
What culvert? What?
And there's a deep.
What video?
So there's a boots and boats. It was T-Rev on a boat with a couple other guys. They're going
T-Rev?
down the river a little bit. Yeah.
Who the hell's boat was he on?
I guess. Let me Google this. Hold on, let me look at YouTube.
Okay. I have not heard of this. Have you guys heard of this?
They were at a tunnel and they stopped and they didn't go inside.
They didn't go in the tunnel.
I thought it was a narc diver.
I don't know what
narc.
it was, but they were. I'm not really sure. They weren't dressed in divers outfits. They were boots and boats.
Boots and boats.
There's an episode when they walk up to like a 12-foot wide culvert, and that's an old city sewer system. There could be a network of tunnels where Sebastian could have been sucked down when they drained the friggin' pond.
Oh, you know, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it by like the school?
I'm not really sure. They were on a waterway. I don't know where they were on the waterway.
Oh, it was CJ, not T-Rev.
I'm sorry, CJ.
CJ. Okay.
They were CJ or whatever it was. They were going up the river, and then they saw a culvert, and they walked up to it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't catch anything else of it. They were like, the next scene was like they were walking away on the boat again. I was like, what happened?
Oh, interesting. I've never seen that, so I'm gonna have to watch that. Thanks for letting me know about that. I've never seen that.
That town's pretty old, and there's a bunch of cave networks right underneath Hendersonville. So God only knows.
God only knows. I mean,
I can't wait to check it out myself.
have you guys followed the Caleb Harris case, the other one that Tony is or used to be the spokesperson for?
No, I literally just I go to work at night and I come home, go to sleep.
I got you.
Listen to Michelle.
I thought maybe because of Tony you heard about it because he
Sebastian.
was kind of in the same position with that father
No.
that he is with Seth. And that father
I don't follow Tony.
he ended up firing him. Not really firing him, but he ended up parting ways. But anyways,
Parting ways with him.
yeah, so this
I'm
Caleb
trying to
went
figure out
missing.
what he does for Seth.
Yeah, I know. He's not doing him any favors. Did you guys hear about the peen incident?
Yes. I had just gotten off right before that happened.
Oh, where allegedly he flashed everybody, or
Yeah, the green screen
somebody-
failure.
somebody superimposed.
He said I did.
something on the
He
film.
blamed it on me. But then I
That's so
proved
funny.
because there were other streamers that were watching it live, and I showed this guy having a reaction, going, "Oh my God, he just showed his thing," you know. So I was like, "No, I didn't superimpose it. No, I didn't." But they tried to blame me. But he had a little green screen failure because it's like depends on the light behind you, that like virtual green screen. He went in the bathroom or something because you can hear the dribble and it's a mess. But yeah, I don't know what
So
he's
he's not
doing.
shooting from the living room no more.
I haven't seen him since.
Last time
Weinergate.
Last time I watched Tony online, he had somebody snoring in the background. I was like, man, roll
Oh
it
yeah,
on
I
the
saw
side.
that one too. No, I haven't seen him since
Roll
the
it on his
Weinergate
side.
incident.
Yeah, it's Weinergate. That's so funny.
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you only knew.
I'm glad I didn't see that because I probably would have been tortured for the rest of my life.
Do you guys
I don't
know,
know, Tony.
if Sebastian liked tofu and fish and all those weird
Yeah.
things? He did.
He ate everything his dad ate.
Salmon.
That's what it was. He actually liked that food.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so he just had a different taste in food then, Because I thought, gosh, were
He
they
was-
forcing him to eat tofu?
No, he was conscious about, his dad being overweight. And all kids are pretty subconscious about whether or not they're going to be overweight or not. I believe he caught on to that.
Yeah.
My grandkids are split between it, but they like to eat, so they're kind of defeated that you guys are just gonna be big kids. It runs in the family.
Yeah. So when you had contact with him, I mean, he's 15. Did you start to hear his voice changing? Did he?
Yeah, he was cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cracking. Hey, Uncle Taco, it was kind of cute. I was like, oh my
Like
God,
that up and down.
This thing's running through my head.
Yeah, he's
You know what I'm
coming to
saying?
age. Yeah.
He had to, in the pictures, you see a little bit of mustache cracking. His dad's a pretty hairy guy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be hairy. He's gonna be a hairy kid too. I'm Filipino, so I'm pretty hairless except for on my face.
Well,
and patches of hair on my legs.
Katie did say that he was getting a mustache.
Yeah, my son's got more mustache than I've done. I've been growing this mustache for like 40 years.
You got the little thing under your lip too. What do they call that thing? Here.
Right.
Yeah, so Tony.
It's so funny.
Tony is really kind. I don't know what went on there. And as Seth's friend, I don't know. I mean, it's been quiet, so maybe it'll just kind of fizzle out now. But I was kind of alarmed when I heard Seth said he signed a legal engagement letter with them, and I don't know who them is. And I hate to see people get taken advantage of. So it's it's worrisome in that way, you know.
It is. I don't want to see Seth being taken for a ride for people who say they're going to help him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they only show up for a little bit, you know what I mean? It's just painful to see my friend go through it.
For
to
sure.
see Sebastian go through it.
You're okay. You're okay.
To see everybody, just the crap, the publicity, to see how easy it is for people just to get views, to clickbait, you know what I'm saying? Just
Sure.
It's nuts, you know what? I for everybody's out there that's trying to do positive, my hat's off to everybody. Please, to keep doing what you're doing, and you got my prayers. And Seth is going to be going through surgery here in a couple of days. We all need to be prepared with that because it's on one of his discs in his neck. So and don't pray, it don't matter. Just say something positive about Sebastian. You don't have to say nothing about Seth. Just bring Sebastian
I love
home.
hearing
That's
good
all.
stuff about Sebastian.
It has to. Someone has to. Katie's not saying it. I'll say it for Katie. Come home. This is terrible. I just want her to answer me. What the fuck were you doing sleeping that hard?
And why
I
would
don't get
she
it. I
say
don't-
you're not in trouble? Was Sebastian in trouble a lot?
What was... I don't know. Not that I know. That's my point. I didn't get to talk about personal home life with him because he was with his dad, and he was usually playing the game, so it was mostly
He was
talking about the game, really.
and talking. He never talked about his home life.
No.
No, that was pretty private.
Well,
But
yeah, I
just
mean,
a-
when you're
just a
gaming,
sudden-
you're not going to really talk about that serious stuff.
No.
Yeah. It's going to be more
It was really
lighthearted.
quick, because it was usually in passing. I'd get online. I reported you playing. That's his dad. So I'd get on. It was either him or his dad. And at the time, we didn't even talk. We just played.
And you never were alarmed by anybody. I mean, did you guys have like your own little group?
No.
Or would you just play wide ass open with
I
whoever?
play with my clan, but nobody in my clan participates. So I dragged them along. And
So you guys go
That's
and play
how I
with
know.
other people.
yeah. There's other, not a constant. I don't constantly have I play with Seth when he's online, but I play with random people all the time.
See, I'm not really sure how all that works, but I know you guys can like join the
Right.
same like teams and stuff. And
So like right now, I'm playing Fortnite with my grandchildren, and when they're online, I play with them. But when I'm not, I play solo. I don't like playing. I don't like having to drag anybody.
yeah.
So I play solo. If someone wants to ride with me, I usually keep someone in the car with me until the end, and I get out of my car and kill them, and I become first place. That's the way it happens.
So when you would you pretty much talk to them every time you think Seth had Sebastian then on the weekends?
No, sometimes my mic would be off. Most of the time I wouldn't be talking. It would just be like, I reported you, wants you to play a game with you, or Nothing Futz wants to play a game with you. I reported you, and we team up.
So
They'd
was
put us
that
in a
like their
lobby, we'd
main
start
thing
playing.
they do together, you think, is like play the video
That's
games?
that fishing and going to the park and playing.
So even as a
Cooking.
older teenager, he liked going to the parks?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how old he was in that video.
In the video, he wasn't 15. In the video, he was like maybe 9 or 7.
Yeah, he looks little.
He's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe. I'm not really sure what his demeanor was out in his life.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew when he was online, he was proficient at what he was doing. So I think he had when he escaped online. Like everybody did. Like everybody does. Everybody has their little things they disappear into, either Instagram or X or Pornhub, whatever they want to hide in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My job site, everybody's looking at something. You know, it's like, man, can y'all just get off your phones? Let's go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then the work's like, you can clock in and out through your phone now. That's great. Now you're just inducing the usage of the phone on the side. So,
yeah.
Let me open YouTube.
The phone is the new wallet.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is the new party line.
I hate it.
No more VBS boards. It's all right here in our hands right now. Instant gratification.
Ellie Mae has a really good question. Did you see Sebastian playing online when Seth was at work? Like when he had him on the weekend and Seth had to work overnight?
No, because I knew it was all on Seth's phone. I didn't know what Sebastian did when Seth went to work. I don't know what that arrangement was.
Oh, they played on a phone.
Yeah, it was not, I never played on a console with Seth.
Oh, I'm picturing
Seth
consoles and headsets and stuff.
No, it's just on the cell phone. So all you gotta do is press the mic and open it up. You don't have to wear a headset.
You're kidding. You can play Call of Duty like the whole game on your phone.
Call of Duty Mobile, and I can, if you have Xbox Game Pass and a Razer TC, you can use an Xbox controller on a phone and play Xbox games on your cell phone.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
It's gotten crazy, hasn't it? I remember the days of Atari, the 1600s.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Can we go back to those days when you had to blow in the damn cartridge? Remember?
You could blow and tap it.
Yes.
Tapping and blowing.
And then like adjust it in there. Yes, that's nuts.
So I went home to my mom and dad's just recently down in Georgia, and up in their garage they have a TRS-80 computer from back when basic programming was popular.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I do.
I remember sitting there for weeks putting in basic programs with my dad to get the Ants game to go. That was just so fun. It was something that was tech back in the day, and I was called a nerd because I did.
It was
that
like
stuff.
syntax error or something.
Right. Print, at, fucking line 32, go to, blah, blah, blah. Just simple commands.
Were there other games that you played with them, or just the Call of Duty?
That's all I played was Call of Duty Mobile.
I believe
On my
him, Queen
phone,
Bee.
I play Call of Duty Mobile,
Mm-hmm.
and I play Monopoly with my wife and my grandkids and my daughter.
I love Monopoly.
It gets boring after a while.
I know it does. It's like the game that never freaking ends. But
yeah, I mean, I got right now on my Monopoly. I think I have 25,000 dice or something like that. I'm not even look at it anymore. So, I can't get the cards I want. What'd you say, babe? No.
I can't remember.
Oh, never mind.
no.
Yeah, so I'm still.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Telling the truth, or you believe we're frauds?
No.
Queen Bee.
Someone asked if I believed you or if I thought you guys were lying, and I said I think I believe you. I think she was asking my opinion, and I said I believe you guys. I do. I would say if I didn't. You guys have given me no reason not to. I mean, you don't hesitate to answer anything. You literally said your phone numbers. If Sebastian happens to hear this, you can't get any more transparent.
No, and we're trying to be totally out point blank, out loud as possible. Just to get it out there, man. If people are going behind Seth and everybody taking on the flyers, Bullhorn Betty getting pulled over because she's putting out flowers for putting out
What
flyers.
do you guys think of her involvement? Helped or hurt?
I think it's kind of neat. She's loud. I think she's good support for Seth.
You do?
I don't know.
I
I don't know a lot about her to make a decision right yet.
I like how she's loud. Now she's just out.
She's definitely loud.
Out there.
She's definitely loud, but but confronting the step grandfather in the middle of the road is a little cuckoo.
That was whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's how long was you following her though? Some people just get the nerve. You know what I mean?
He was following her because he has the receipt showing he was at Sam's Club shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So what was she doing? Sitting in the parking lot?
In the parking lot.
And she seen him get in the vehicle, and she got in front of him where he would have to pull out.
Michelle.
Well, Santa parking lot will have that on video.
Sam.
Michelle's got the whole story down. I don't even have to say anything. She was waiting. She knew. I think she knew what was going to happen there, and it's like you guys said, another distraction.
All it is. And like I said, people can talk about me. They can say, Chris can call my number because I gave my number publicly on here. He can threaten me. He can do whatever he wants to do.
I dare Chris to call her number.
He can do whatever. I don't care. We're not here for Chris, Katie, Seth. We're here for Sebastian.
I love hearing that.
We love Seth. We love Katie, unless she did something to Sebastian.
No matter what, we still love Katie. People make the wrong decisions in life.
But
give her a second chance. Just come clean.
She needs to speak the truth. She needs to
come clean.
She needs to be honest without Chris being up her ass.
Literally, they just need to be questioned away from each other. That's all.
Sebastian did have a Switch, and so Seth had a PS4.
Did he get his electronics back, Seth?
He got them back, but they don't work now.
Yeah, they don't work.
What do you mean?
He said they don't work.
They ripped through his shit.
Like they're burnt like toast?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's totally rebuilding his computer so he tried to get online.
Oh. So they tore him
I
apart
don't know
and
what they would get out of his Switch. All they did was IP addresses and Wi-Fi addresses.
Huh.
And we don't think this 19-year-old kid, or whatever he is, weirdo, that needs to be burnt to shreds if he truly has all this stuff that he did.
If he has 6 grandkids, is amazing.
Yeah. Because we got accused of my husband being him. But I don't think he has anything to do with Sebastian.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Do you think that the date is weird, though, that it was the date that Katie filed for divorce? Do you think there's significance, or do you think that's just a wild coincidence? Did you know that?
We did. I think it was a stab at Seth. If it's true that she did do something to Sebastian, what better way to do it than a double whammy on the same day?
Why would she be so bitter, though? Because she seemingly has moved on, right? She's got Chris.
She's having a new life with a baby.
Because she doesn't want Seth around or know anything or have anything because she has this new life now. She has this new little 5 to 6-year-old baby that's in her care. She doesn't have to worry about Sebastian or Chris not being able to come home to his own house now because Sebastian's not there.
Yeah, we're talking about.
She's got this perfect little girl that just is just so pretty and
Every little girl.
Yeah, she is beautiful. She's beautiful.
Wait for a new child to be in the house. Girl.
But her own flesh and blood. It's mind-boggling.
It is mind-boggling. It's sick. It's super sad. Because if we would have thought anything like this, my husband would have went down there and said, "Hey, Sebastian, you want to come visit for the summer? Bring him up here. Let him get away from everything and everybody. Let him enjoy his 15-year-old years.
Yeah.
We would have did anything if he would have wanted. If he would have called us and said anything, my husband would have been right there.
Do you know?
Come on, you can come up summer.
Do you know why it would have been a punishment to like for him to go to Seth's? Because we've heard that he didn't want to go there.
It would be like you're not going to be able to go to your dad's.
Like, was it a punishment?
Maybe.
Did they hold it over him?
It's when you won't go to your dad's.
Yeah, like they hold it. Katie would hold it over him.
So she was trying to like,
not...
like what I'm wondering is, you know, Seth said that he talked to Katie through Chris. Why do you guys think that is?
I think Chris is a narcissist pig.
Controlling.
And and he's controlling every move that Katie makes. Every move that she makes to keep her from opening her mouth.
All the failed relationships, everybody finds out that he has money, but then find out who he really is, and they move on.
Mm-hmm.
Money don't buy you everything, right?
Not
money
at
can
all.
buy you happiness for a short time, but when they really find out deep inside how really crude of a person you are.
Yes.
The way he's spoken to half the women that he's spoken to online on YouTube, he just doesn't need to speak to women.
Yeah, he wouldn't talk to me like that but one time.
Yeah, I agree.
Rude. I consider myself an asshole. I'm certified.
But you wouldn't talk to me like that.
I don't speak to no women like that.
Do you see the
tick for tat?
Yeah, do you see that?
Yes, she was dating Chris before the divorce.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Do you remember Seth finding out about the affair?
I believe fucking Seth found out with the affair when Katie got court-martialed because they got caught bumping on the ship.
Oh, they did?
Let's just go there.
Wait a minute. That's how Seth found out that his wife was cheating?
She's on deployment. He has no idea unless she calls and tells him. When they're in port, court-martialed once a week. And you answer for your when they either here you go here in court martial he can restrict you to boat, he can restrict you to boat without pay. He can do whatever he wants you to that boat as reprimands until you stack up somebody to where you're kicked out. And that's the route it went.
Northern Lights, that's 100% what I think too. I think she was extremely jealous of Sebastian's relationship with his father.
Of course she was, because Sebastian worships the ground Seth walked.
Sebastian worshipped the ground his daddy walked on.
You're giving me a whole new perspective on everything. I'm so grateful for you guys.
This is the way it should have been laid down in the first place.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
If Seth was in his right mind, and if he had his best friend right there beside his side, which we haven't been able to get there yet, just financial reasons and stuff. I'm disabled, so my husband's...
I can get down there, find me a job, and be Seth's spokesman and get more accomplished right now. Because I'm just an asshole.
Well, you would be way better PR than what he's got.
And we all have criminal backgrounds. We've all done things.
We're not here to talk about, hey, listen, we're not here to talk about y'all's background. It doesn't matter what you've done.
I'm clean.
It doesn't.
I don't care. I don't care about none of my background, dig.
I mean,
we don't hide anything.
Transparent. You've been more than transparent, more than I would have ever asked you to be. I almost cut you off on the cell phone thing, but I'm like, Sebastian's more important, and she wants to say this, so I let it go. But I don't want you guys to be bombarded with bullshit.
Oh, no, we're used to. We get people calling about freaking health insurance every day. We're used to it.
Oh my God, Uncle Taco, you're a goof.
Yeah,
you are a goof.
Used to hear it when the prank call ones when they call you and hang up when you answer. I'll call back asking about penis size.
Well, make that call.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Make that call to Tony. Maybe he can. Maybe he can help with that.
We're all on the same team here. We're all on the same team.
We are Team Sebastian, absolutely.
Team Sebastian all day long.
And that's all that matters. And I mean, even Seth told us, because we told him, if you don't want us talking, we won't. He says, as long as y'all are bringing awareness to Sebastian, you can tell him anything and everything y'all know, because I have nothing to hide.
Send me a cease and desist order anyway. I live in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we told him that. Send us a cease and desist order. You'll see how fast we take
You get my cease and desist order in Oklahoma. Make sure you come by to have dinner.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a mess too. Hopefully, though, we can get a resolution. Like you said, one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, either we can give him the counseling and life he deserves now as a family, even though we're not blood, but you don't have to be blood to love somebody.
No, we're family by time.
And, you know,
stability.
And if we have to have a funeral for him, which I pray we don't, then we're going to be there for Seth. We're going to be right. My husband will I probably won't be with him, but in spirit I will be.
Of course.
But he will be right there by Seth's side. And y'all will all see him standing right by Seth, like, you know, because Sebastian was Seth's life. Everything Seth did revolved around Sebastian. Yes, he's an asshole. Believe me, he is an asshole. But everything he did revolved around Sebastian.
And I just want to say something, because someone said what you're doing, you coming out, is just creating more drama. I couldn't disagree more, because you haven't said anything negative. Okay, you've hoped for the best. You're ready to accept the worst and be a friend to your friend. So I don't see any drama. I think this is the least filled drama information that we've gotten on Sebastian since he went missing.
And we ain't holding nothing back.
You're not.
Anything
and even if it was to come out in the end that Seth did it,
well,
it's over with. Like,
and no matter what, he might get some suits. You know, I still will support my friend no matter what he did and what caused him to do it.
You're open to any scenario, though, at this point.
Yeah, we're not blaming Katie 100% because there's so many things that could have happened.
There's so many different scenarios and different cases and different angles.
It's, you know, we're digging into everything that we hear.
No.
And we take bits and pieces and we put things together and then we research it. We don't just take what people say and run with it.
Yep. And you answered that with no hesitation and with complete honesty. Thank you.
I'm listening. Point picture.
You know, we're not here because Katie did something. We're not here because we think Seth did something. We're here because Sebastian's not with us.
But Katie's been through boot camp.
And we've got to find him.
She sleep through an alarm. She shouldn't, because she's learned that already. There's no way she slept through her son being rustled or tussled in the house. She would have heard her son leave the house, or the dogs are missing, so now the yapper's going to tell her. But there would be some type of scene that he would have left the house, or the dog would have picked up a scent in the house. That's problems. Did the dogs ever pick up a scent in the house?
I mean, wouldn't his scent be in there anyways because he lived there?
Yeah, not in a bleached out garage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, so people are questioning, and I just want to get some of the things out there so maybe you don't have to repeat it. Why did you wait so long to come on to the YouTubes? It doesn't sound like you waited. It sounds like we've
been on here the whole time once
bushes.
we found out.
I've been commenting here and there, but I'm Uncle Taco. I'm on a date. Where's Sebastian Rogers on Facebook? And we talk back and forth about what's happening, my thoughts and their thoughts and everything else. And I have commented on, what's the big guy's name? The big dude. The people I've been online with.
I don't know what his name is.
The what?
The newscaster?
No, the YouTuber. Dolly.
Oh,
we don't
Dolly.
care for Dolly.
You watch Dolly?
Dolly.
We do watch just to listen.
Yeah, he's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
I literally, it was kind of crazy when I was talking to Dolly. I said something about Oliver Norris and all that shit about being accountability, and, you know, I don't recall work for him and don't work for other people.
You called into Dolly's?
And I kind of got upset there because I was kind of.
He did get on the line with Dolly, and he
Oh, I didn't know that.
and he was, yeah, but it wasn't anything like it wasn't. I'm Sebastian's uncle. We want to know where he's at. Can just help us find him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably go back and find it somewhere. I'll probably be online here soon. Everybody's gonna start ripping me apart.
Oh, it doesn't matter though. We got word out about
Hopefully they'll find that
Sebastian.
picture of me jumping in the snow.
We got word about Sebastian.
If you guys
You know,
have
that's
any
all that
pictures
matters.
or anything, I can always put them together in a nice little video for you or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through my file things the next couple of days. I have thousands and thousands of pictures. We have lived from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. His brother that was adopted, that I said earlier, lives in Washington State. We went out to Washington State for 3 years. We lived in Las Vegas for 4 years. We've lived here in Oklahoma probably a total of 14 years. And I lived in Florida for over 30 years.
Wow.
I'm an East Coaster, but I love the West Coast.
Was there any issues with Seth and his mom? That's a question that just came in. Did you know anything about their relationship?
No,
The most I've heard about Robin and Mom.
yeah, since going through this is the most we've heard about Robin.
So you didn't
We
really hear
haven't
much
made
about her?
We never really made a connection. I don't know if they lived in Georgia or not, Seth's parents. I wasn't sure they did. But it was more just hanging out. You know, they were young. They were so young when we knew them in Georgia. And
Seth was adopted, I believe.
he is what, yeah.
Did you guys know anything about any abuse going on or abuse accusations in California?
No, Seth had told us about what Katie said, and he told us the exact same story, that Sebastian wanted to go swimming. He threw a fit. He tripped, and Seth put his hand down to block him from hitting it. And Sebastian went and told his mom that he was beating him.
But you never heard any other stories or anything in addition to what's come out?
We didn't.
Nothing.
And
that
even when
was
they
alarming.
came down to visit, no. When they came down to visit, there was nothing. And we lived in, like I said, we lived in a house when they came, and Katie came down with them. And then we moved from the house into a mobile home, and that's when Seth and Sebastian came.
So he would come through, stay with you guys, and then go to his mom's too?
Down to his mom's. It's like a resting area, an overnight stop to get. One time they stayed, like I said, Katie and Chris, I almost said Chris. Katie and Seth and Sebastian stayed with us for a week. She was
really?
on leave, and they came up and stayed. She cooked dinner. We had a really good time. They drank some beer, talked. We just had a
Those
really
sound
good
like
time.
good memories.
It was a busy house because we had our children still at home, and then them there with Sebastian, and then my husband and I, and we have 2 children.
We had a girl on Bake that got naked and was humping my Cadillac tire.
That's yucky, Ken. Don't even.
Michelle's like, not tonight, honey.
It was crazy. I was like,
yeah, this girl was really weird. She did what I guess they called it fake bake or something. And we would come outside because our car was parked out of our garage, and we would go outside, and she would be naked, laying on our tires.
What the
fuck?
Yeah,
she was like hugging the tire naked.
Oh, no. Yeah, my husband almost ran over a couple of times.
The hell?
People are weird.
Oklahoma's strange.
It is. That's it's a crazy place, Oklahoma. Did you used to live in Illinois, Uncle Taco?
I lived in Roxanne and Alton, Illinois.
So if Seth said my buddy from Illinois that games with me, would that be you?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay. Everybody's been wondering if that was you. Do you know who the buddy from Illinois is?
No idea.
We do not know who it is. Ken was going to ask, actually he was going to ask him tonight when he talked to him about that.
Yeah.
Well, I do not know, tit for tat, if that is true or not.
Well-
I never seen anything like that, and
Oh,
if he did, that would be pretty disgusting.
him getting naked.
Seth getting naked in front of Sebastian, Seth hollering and screaming that Katie doesn't want this.
Oh
Or
my
your mom
God, I
doesn't want
can't.
Oh my God. That sounds like a Cartman moment.
Oh
Ken
man.
said that sounds like a Carton moment, but Cartman. I just couldn't see him doing that. Like,
I don't know.
They say if I look
No,
above
no.
Taco's head in this video of you earlier, that T-Rev's boxers are hanging in the closet. Do you see how people will come up with bullshit?
yeah.
Right. T-Rev's undies are now hanging behind Uncle Taco. I mean, get the
hell
fuck
yeah.
out of here, Jay
You
Killa.
got something to tell me?
Right. Should she be worried?
I'm with the center of his skid mark.
He said he's blessing our bedroom with his skid marks.
Skitties. T-Rev skitties. That's not a good
Right.
thing. That's not a good thought.
His hurts and streaks. Oh my God.
Oh,
I don't even know
Lord.
if he's still in Oklahoma. I mean, and not in Oklahoma, in Tennessee. I don't know if he left Tennessee or what.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
I
But
told him one day, I was like, dude, quit causing drama. That you're just you're like a child.
yeah,
I have children that are your age. Our son is 29 and our daughter is 27.
yeah. I have kids the same age as you guys.
You're probably close to our age. He's 53 and I'm 51.
I'm 50. Yep, I'll be 51 this year. Yeah, we're the same age.
I turned 51 in February.
He's looking down the hill now.
Yeah,
He
I
said,
know.
"You're looking down the hill."
I know. Looking down.
That's
Oh,
great.
they said those are too big to be T-Rev's boxers.
I don't know.
You guys are funny. Well, I hope that we can chat again sometime. I'd love to have you guys on if you have anything that, you want to chat about Sebastian, or, just to keep in touch and
Just spread the word.
yeah, we're on the
Just
same team. We're on the same team.
Keep him alive.
Keep him
That's-
alive. Yes.
You're
Awesome.
But we stop what we're doing.
Yeah, we want to
On Sebastian.
do a 30-minute.
Not 30 minutes.
30 minutes. He wants to do like 10 minutes where we can get everybody. We were talking even getting all the YouTubers together
Mm-hmm.
and everybody doing a 10-minute moment of silence for Sebastian one day every week.
That'd be nice.
Just to gather the energy. Or just
You know,
You
just
guys,
to gather
yes,
energy
you guys,
from
yes.
everyone.
I think you guys have amazing energy and ideas, and I think you should do that. I'll help you.
Well, I've been talking to him about, because my husband's very outspoken and very funny. Like, he is hilarious.
Yeah, he is
I've
funny.
always wanted a life in radio.
He said he's always wanted a life in radio, so maybe this will be his.
Maybe he could get his own little gig going. Uncle Taco's channel.
That's what everybody's been telling him to do on Uncle Taco's channel. He's got his own YouTube page, but he hasn't really done anything. He doesn't have, like, I have a picture of a turtle on mine. So in Vegas, we had a pet turtle,
Aw.
a tortoise.
Aw.
If you go on my thing, it's Smack Talker, of course.
I love that.
Not go in my house at toenails. He would go after him like strawberries.
Yeah, he loved red toenails. But if you go on my page, you can see him eating out of a dog food bowl.
Who? Uncle
Our
Taco?
turtle, his name was Rusty.
Oh, I thought
No.
Jesus
He
Christ.
said only when he's drunk.
Oh my God. He's funny. He's that fucking funny. Sorry,
You
I had a
never know if
blonde
he's had
moment.
enough drink.
I had a blonde moment there.
They said uncensored Uncle Taco.
I love it. Uncle Taco after dark.
Oh my gosh. When we were in Vegas, when we would go down to Fremont, because of where my husband worked out in Vegas, he knew everybody. Like everybody. And these people would just, oh my Lord,
Gathered, walked.
flock to us. It was so crazy. We had the best time living in Vegas. People say that Vegas is not for the weak-hearted.
I couldn't live there.
We lived there. We lived there for 4 years.
And you loved it?
I would go back.
She almost died on me.
I almost died on him. I got E. coli poisoning.
In Vegas?
Yeah, I walked under a dead body and didn't realize what was going on. And I got home. Yeah.
What do you mean under?
And
where was it?
It was on the roof. It was dripping down.
Shut up.
Yeah, and I got E. coli poisoning. I had to come home on a PICC line.
Oh my God. A dead body was dripping?
Yep.
Well, it was water dripping from this roof.
Oh, dear Lord.
And it smelled like
ass?
a septic. It's like dead ass. And I told my wife not to go under it. And on the way back, she splashed on it. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, so it was contaminated water.
He's not for sale.
It was.
He's not for sale. She said, "I want an Uncle Taco."
Yeah, you're gonna have the ladies flocking to Uncle Taco's channel. He's funny. Yeah.
30 years we've been together.
W. Smith says Taco's got a scar under his chin. I got the same scar twice.
He got stabbed by a pencil from a girl in junior high.
Oh my
school.
Lord, are you serious? Uncle Taco.
Was it junior high or elementary?
Yeah, I got stabbed in the eye.
And he got stabbed in the eye.
By a girl?
He said he learned to, by a girl?
You remember the big red pencils in elementary school?
The big fat ones? Yeah.
And the pencil holders that, like, impale people, you know what I mean, over? Well, I was being a jerky in class and stuck my eyebrow where there's a little dot in my eyebrow now where it never went away, but it hung off my eye, and I was, like, freaking the fuck out. I was just a kid. Look, I had a hard time pulling up my pants or going pee out of my pants when I was a kid. I could drop down to my ankles.
All the boys do that. All the boys do that. It's like, dude, you don't have to pull them all the way down. Just enough.
Look, it gives me space in my work when I do it.
Oh yeah, okay. He needs all that space. Everybody wants to know if you guys have a channel right now they can subscribe to.
Nothing right now.
Okay.
We're going to work on that.
Okay.
I just have my regular thing that I do, but we're going to...
I'm going to have a show about nothing.
You know,
he said he's going to have a show about nothing.
Karen Powers says, how about Uncle Taco's stand? Like stand-up comedy in a food truck?
There you go, yeah.
That would...
Yes, my take on life.
I know, guys are so lucky.
I gotta see this shit right now. Because I do, man. I have some crazy guys. I walked into work the other day, and, like, two of the guys turned around and looked like a bunch of teenage girls talking about somebody. And I walked around the corner, and they both looked at me like, yeah, y'all ain't talking shit about me right now. I fucking walked straight up to them. It's just crazy, man. I just want to be me. Maybe I might be able to be something lucky, be something big. Who knows? This might be a Sebastian.
Imagine this.
Sebastian Rogers Foundation.
You know what would be cool? If you guys got those pictures together and maybe started out like doing, just some short lives and getting used to it, showing the pictures you have and talking about those memories. We would love to see that.
Be an extra voice out there for them. That'd be perfect.
Think of this.
Something
this
positive.
Poor little country girl. This little poor country girl met him working at Dairy Queen. We both worked at Dairy Queen together. My boyfriend had beat me up.
Lay off from the shipyard.
Oh, no.
Yeah. My boyfriend had beat me up really bad, and I walk in the store, and he looks at me. He's like, "Who did that to you?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's none of your business." And he's like, "That little punk, choice words out there." I was like, "Don't worry about it." He walked out the door and grabbed the dude, pulled him out the car, and punched him in his face.
Oh, Uncle Taco, winning people's hearts.
And we've been together ever since. It was 30 years ago.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
This year was...
I was an old man. Yeah, it's an accomplishment.
It's
been a fucking journey.
Oh, I'm
It has
sure
been
it
a
has,
journey.
but you know what?
Shoes are worn the fuck down, but yeah, I'm still in it.
That is really commendable. Look at you guys
A lot
still
of people can't
together.
do this.
You got how many kids together? 2?
We have 2.
And
We
then
have
you have
2 children and
6.
6 grandbabies.
It's great.
We have more than that though, because everybody's kids call us Nana and Pal. They call my husband Pal. Our oldest grandson's 10. When he was 2 years old, somebody at daycare said something really mean to him. He's mixed. He's Indian, Filipino, black and white.
Beautiful.
And he told the little boy at daycare that his pawpaw, because that's what he called him at the time, pawpaw was going to take his pow to him if he said something mean to him again.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband had to go down to the daycare and talk to him and tell him, hey, that ain't true, but okay. And
The kids looking over
yeah.
Brock's shoulder like, oh my God, no, I don't want
And so ever since then, our grandson started calling Ken Pow Pow.
Aw,
So all 6 of our grandchildren call him Pow Pow.
that's
Or
cute.
Pal.
Pal. I like that. Like PAL.
Yep.
That's cute. He's their pal.
Yeah.
They think he walks on water.
I get them all to get first place on Fortnite and they love it. It's something they accomplished at the top to do it.
Y'all them damn video
And they
games.
do it.
I know. I hate them.
Do you? I've never played them.
But they're gonna need
Neither have I.
They're going to need that in their future. They're going to need that. With the neural implants and the way shit's going on
Oh my
right now,
gosh.
they're gonna
Let's not
need
even
to
talk.
know
Hey, you know
something.
what? Talk with Uncle Taco. We can talk about the neurochip.
I want
Neuralink.
You can schedule a live, and he is off on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Schedule a live, and we'll come on with you guys, and y'all can talk about it.
Yeah, I would
This
love to
man
have you
has
guys
so
on.
much intelligence. He has so much intelligence. It's unreal.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, you have my number, the number that you guys called. You can text me there
Yes,
too.
ma'am. Okay.
Let's set something up. Everybody loves you. They're like, can they come back? Can they come back? You're like the best YouTube couple ever. I love it. You guys really are
He's
a
always
pleasure.
said he wanted us to do a YouTube channel together. I would say what he said he was going to do, but it's adult entertainment only.
Yeah. We'll pass on that, Uncle Taco.
He wants to do feet finders too. He like when he
Oh.
found out about feet finders and what's the other one that you said you were going to do?
No feet.
What was that other one? Fans only. He said he was going to have
Only
a fans
fans?
only page.
OnlyFans?
Only fans page.
I was going to start walking through Vegas naked and make people pay me to put clothes on.
Oh my God. You really do help us understand Seth's sense of humor a lot better than we
I try to. I try to throw it at them every chance I get to make them giggle.
We try to make him laugh. Like sometimes you don't want to,
If you don't laugh, you don't live.
Uncle Taco in a tinfoil hat. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Did you like the picture of you on the thumbnail? Did you see it?
What? No, I haven't.
You'll have to
Let me
go and
see
look at
which
the
one.
thumbnail. It's like
It's on YouTube, right?
yeah, it's this video. It's funny.
No, the picture.
It's like a screen. It's like
I'm
a
trying
screen
to-
grab from your live earlier, and you
Yeah.
got like your eyes
Is
are
that
like
where everybody's talking about an underwear?
probably.
That's
Well, you have a
funny.
closet behind you. I think somebody's just fucking with
Yeah.
us. That's all.
Oh yeah. It's
But
fucking
we do
hilarious.
not need to see your feet. We're good.
No feet.
We're
I'm not gonna show no feet.
We're good. We will all subscribe as long as you promise we don't have to see your feet.
I had a lady in Washington when I was talking about my neuropathy, and I was like, well, I can't feel my feet, and I try to take care of my feet. And she said, well, take your socks off. And then she was doing like a little wire test on my toes
Yeah.
to see if I felt them. And she was like, you do have some pretty feet. I was like, I want to put my socks back on.
That's weird.
You are making me nervous as fuck.
That's weird.
I can't feel you touching my feet, and you're too close, man. I can smell your breath. It's just weird. You need to go away.
That's
Put
funny.
my shoes on.
You guys have been a pleasure,
hilarious.
honestly. Really, thank
Thank
you so much.
This has been a real stress reliever for me too, because it's been work and thinking about my grandkids and thinking about Sebastian and thinking about what could be happening and what is happening.
Yeah,
It's been stressful for me too.
I bet.
I'm grateful and totally grateful for what I have. And
We're not having to go through what Seth's having to go through. and still be able to be there for Seth as much as we can and support him.
Yeah, well, I wish I could do more.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for enlightening us and giving us a different perspective. It's so important.
Steph, thank you.
It's so important.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. And I definitely, if I don't hear from you, I've got your digits, Uncle Taco.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But yeah,
We'll
definitely be in touch. You guys are great. And thank you again so much.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a great weekend.
Have a great night. You too. Happy 4th.
Yeah, happy 4th to you guys. Stay safe. No, don't blow off any fingers, Uncle Taco.
Never. I still have them all. I still have all 21 digits.
You're crazy as hell. All right. You guys take care, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
All right.
All right. Have a
Good
great
night.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. I have nothing but good to say. You guys, that was amazing. Thank you for talking to us. Team Taco. Yes, very good people, man. Very good people. Mayfinder's got the foot. And we didn't get through this whole interview with them today. So I'm going to share the link because it is getting late. We can go over this possibly another day. I don't even know if we'll need to. I haven't seen it. We talked a ton tonight. Here's the link, though, to the Vault XL. And you guys listen to that. Take a listen to them. They do answer a lot of questions. Queen asked a lot of questions. I didn't. So I think it's enlightening, and we really did need this. Sebastian needed this. Sebastian needed this. And I did not expect this when I started watching this tonight. I thought, oh boy, more friends of Seth. But look at me. I was wrong. I was wrong. And yeah, they said Seth calls in as well. And if I was wrong about Seth, I'll definitely admit it. I mean, there are still some things that, aren't great. But when it comes to Sebastian, that's what we need to keep the focus on. And I'm really glad for that perspective. I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong when I'm wrong about something or somebody. And if you're replaying this, thank you so much. Terry Lynn said they were good people. Thank you, Jay. They really, you don't get much more genuine than that. Little Lulu says, I couldn't be married to Taco, but could be best friends with Michelle, right? Well, that's good because there's only one lady for Mr. Taco. Myron says, me too, Jay. I was wrong too. I have been watching Michelle in Facebook groups and wondering about she and Taco. Well, I think too, part of the problem was that we only had like this phone call on T-Revs, and it was like, is this legit? Who is this person? Yeah, and Tony Mathis, the people I just talked to, those are people I would call salt of the earth. Just for future reference. Annie, thank you for gifting a membership, and Kristen J, welcome. They do seem like good people. Thank you, Bubby. I like your name. They're like salt and pepper. It was better friends relationship than the one of Katie's friend. Yeah. Mrs. Smith, thank you. Angeline Jolly, if you're 50, then I'm a singing shoe. I am. 11-11-73. 11-11-73. No, Seth's team sucks. But Uncle Taco and his wife are not affiliated with Tony. They don't know Tony. We figured out they had no idea who he was. Rhonda says, you're not wrong. Seth makes himself look suspicious. And he has. And you know what? They even said, we don't know what happened. If it turns out it was him, they're not even closed-minded to anything. So that also makes me, really believe in them being genuine, is the fact that they're not willing to like throw anything out the window. Scallum, Little Boston, 1110. Rock on. Rock on. Seth doesn't exactly have a way with words. 11-8, Scorpios unite. He doesn't really have a way with words. I know, that is cool. I love November birthdays. I love you guys. Thank you for being so cool. We interviewed with Howard Bloom earlier. The tacos tonight. I don't think that this day could be any more far out than that. I love you too, Myron. I love all of your hearts. Did Katie have no friends to stick up for her? I don't know. I mean, it sounds like she cut Michelle right off. Like, they were neighbors, they hung out, they visited, and then when they moved, she just like, done. So maybe Katie's not really capable of, forming lasting relationships, or maybe she has a hard time. 11-18, sweet. Maybe she has a hard time forming relationships because of her past. It has been. Hey, Olip. Angelin, thank you so much. He's misunderstood, and you may be right, But he's definitely not being led in the right direction by Tony. Definitely not. I understand his humor better now, too. And now we all want tacos, damn it. Or we can just get fajitas.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita.
Aw, twins, that's so nice of you. And it's been a good day here in the tubes. DJ, your birthday's tomorrow. How old are you, DJ? 10:30. That's awesome. The day before Halloween. Thank you, Shell, for saying that. 11:27. Your twin grands are 11:11. Beverly R, 11:11. Your husband. That is so awesome. Let's wish DJ a very happy birthday from J is for Justice podcast.
Go, shorty. It's your birthday.
The happiest of birthdays to you, DJS. I hope you have a wonderful birthday weekend. And let's end this on a positive note, guys. Thank you so much, Uncle Taco and Michelle. I really want to call you Auntie Taco. I love all the Novembers. I think Scorpios like gravitate to one another. Yes, happy birthday. Have a great weekend, you guys. We'll get the tacos back on very soon. We're going to talk about neurochips and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I look forward to it. Sandwich, thank you for being here. I do like the tacos. I do. They're genuine, in my opinion. All right, I hope you guys enjoy the replay. Let's roll our credits for Myron, and then we're going to dance it out. Thank you guys for moderating tonight as well. I love ya. So much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems.
named Largo with like a G.
Everybody does that. It's okay.
You wanna be.
I've been telling her not to fuck herself.
You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to France, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel it.
I don't want Jennifer or two Jennifers.
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Jennifer loves horses. Bye, Jennifer.